Alright, we should be good to go now. Woo! Woo! I love how the song goes woo woo. Oh, I'm streaming twice. Oh, Restream. What are you doing advertising on YouTube when you clearly still don't have your shit together? What the fuck? Okay, now which one of these is the one that's currently up then? Because I'm streaming I got 2 streams going on YouTube. Alright, so that's the new one. So this is the one we have to stop. Okay, this one stopped. Alright, so this is the new good one. Good lord. That's just silly. Ooh, ooh. BVRB, I'm back. What is that? Be very right back? Yeah, getting that Twitch chat working again, by the way, where you guys can see it on screen, was a fucking struggle, man. Alright, day 1. Here we are. The exact spot I need to be in. Yes. That's okay. I had other mods installed at the time. Here we are. We're here. Look at that. Perfectly good workaround. We are back in action, everybody. Let me make sure... Da 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 dum da dum dum da dum dum da dum 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 dum. We are back! Exclamation point. Yes, I do want to ping over 100 people. I brought them here, didn't I? All right. So we're gonna have a different inventory. There's it's gonna be some differences because, well, those crates are semi-randomized. Our build might be a bit different too. Yes, it is. It is a very different build. That's okay. That's okay with me. We'll make it work. You can hear the Silt Strider over there. This is the door to the census office. Hi there. Hello.
Are you the one that boat dropped off? Odd to see a boat arrive at that time of the day. Hope the Imperials treated you okay. I swear they took my ring.
Your ring? What?
I swear one of the guards has it. I had it last week before their weekly Let's Shake Down Fargoth ritual. An engraved healing ring, family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you?
Yeah, I found it. Here you go.
You found it! Amazing! Thank you, thank you. You are now my favorite friend. I'll be sure to tell the others, especially my friend Ariel, who runs the trade house here. Go see him. He'll be happy to see you now.
What's been going on in town? I've heard that the local tax collector, Processus Vitellius, is missing. No surprise, really. He wasn't well liked around here. Do you have any advice for me, Fargoth? Some rough customers come into town now and then for supplies. I think they might be smugglers and bandits holed up locally. Be doing a public service to clean them up. And might find yourself some nice loot in the bargain. We'll definitely have to check them out, Fargoth. Hey, you got a secret for me, buddy? Daedra, you know what they are, right? Well, Daedric shrines are where Daedra cults worship Daedra. Bad people who summon bad Daedra. Stay away from them. Why? Because Daedra are nasty, and the folks that worship them are even nastier. Ah, I see, okay. So what's your trade, Fargoth? I am a commoner. I do whatever needs doing. Cooking, cleaning, building, baking, making, breaking, and by your accent, I can tell you are an outlander. Since you're new to these parts, perhaps you'd like me to share a little local lore. Tell me more about your ring.
Yes, thank you for finding it. Those guards better look out!
What services are in town? Get food and sundries from Errol's Trade House. That's also where you'll find anyone who offers training. Not much else in the way of services in this damp little squad. Someone in particular? I guess? The Altmer Errol runs Errol's Trade House. Socucius Ergala is the chief agent at the Census and Excise offices. Tell me about a specific place, buddy. Not much here. Errol's Trade House, the Census and Excise offices, that's the Coast Guard too, and a lighthouse, and that's it. Siltstrider service goes to Vivec, Balmora, Nisus, and Suron. The road goes north past Pelagiad to Balmora, and east to Vivec, and southeast to Ebonheart. Alright, well, it's good talking to you, Fargoth.
This is a wondrous encounter. Welcome.
Hello. Fargoth is my friend. Fresh off the boat, Khajiit proceeds to just start, like, twitching out in front of him. Hop, hop. Hello.
I'm on duty, but go ahead.
Thank you, Stream Elements. You're a bit late on that. Hello.
Under sun and sky, Outlander, we greet you warmly.
Hello.
You're new to Satanine, right? I'm Indrella Rethrian. I'm sure you have questions. Go ahead, ask. I have plenty of time.
You have any advice for me?
Phew, you're bitter green, Outlander. Might as well wear a sign, new in town. Word of advice, buy a little goodwill, lose a few drakes, gain a friend. Folks will loosen up if you'll spread a little of the Emperor's gold around.
Well, I mean, Fargoth's already my homie. Tell me a secret.
If someone attacks you first, you have the right to defend yourself. If someone doesn't attack you first, you're going to break the law if you attack him.
I guess I'm gonna break the law then, Indriel. Alrighty. Hey there.
Yes.
Hey there. Hello.
Yes, what do you want? If you're looking to get out of Satanine, I'll be happy to give you a little advice.
Okay, what's that advice then?
New here? Take the Siltstrider to Vivec or Balmora. Fast and cheap, no trouble with wild animals, and smugglers and bandits, and outlaws. Go see Darva Mehlaren over at the Strider Port, over the bridge and east along the water, and tell her Vodunius Nucius sent you.
Who's that?
Right, that's me. If you decide to take the Siltstrider, tell Darva Mehlaren I sent you.
Alright, will do. I don't know who that is, but I'll make sure I mention your name. Alright, we have Vodunius Nucius' house, that guy we just talked to. We got
I'm listening.
Bigisticus's house. No, Terus Girvan's house. Let's just keep talking to people. Get to know everyone here in town before we
The Nine and the Empire.
Outlander, what do you want?
move forward. Hello
I
there.
haven't seen your face before. Would you like a little advice? Or are you looking for someone in particular?
What I find really funny about this game is there's a bunch of, because there's less voice acting, it's a treat whenever you hear it. And also all the voice actors are, they're like Oblivion or Skyrim people. Sure, what advice do you have for me?
You look like you can take care of yourself. Then why don't you do something about those smugglers in Adamasata's cave?
Oh.
It's right over there near the Siltstrider port. Yet these guards, look at them, just strutting around. Someone must have paid them to ignore the smuggling going on here.
That would make sense. Who are you talking about? The Ultima Errol runs Errol's Trade House. Socucius Ergala is chief agent at the Census and Excise office. What's an Altmer? We Altmer are proud, wise, and beautiful. The Empire is built on the arts, crafts, and sciences of the High Elves. Our pure blood protects us from disease and makes us superior spellcrafters. Didn't stop Pellinol, though, did it? Got a secret for me? Buy from merchants and traders who like you. You get better prices. Members of your own factions usually like you best. Makes sense.
The day is yours.
Thank you, people. Y'all just staring at me all creepy-like.
Outlander?
I'm on duty, but go ahead.
Well, I'm just gonna bee-hop on over here to Errol's Trade House. Oh, look at that! A mud crab. Let's go say hi. Sploosh. And we're gonna auto-walk for a bit because I am out of breath. So that little green meter right there, that's the fun meter. When that meter is empty, no fun. When that meter's full, you get to have fun. And right now, it's mostly empty. So what that meter does is it decides whether or not your skills will hit or miss. If it's all the way empty, your skills will miss. If it's fuller, your skills will hit. Right now, I think it's full enough for me to try fighting the mud crab, but let's just give it a second. All right. Hi there, mud crab. How you doing, buddy? Yes, our first fight. So as you can hear that, whoosh, that's me missing. So what we want to do now is we want to try and get as many hits as possible. See, I don't have any gloves equipped right now, so I won't be able to do any physical damage until after I lower his stamina. Now, what's cool about hand-to-hand is because it drains stamina, you get to make it so you don't get hit as often. So early on, you actually want to train with gloves off to try to get as many hits as possible in order to level up your hitting. Also, I think this is the creepiest version of mud crabs. They really upset me. And it's okay if we take a little bit of damage. It'll help us level up it'll help us train up our restoration as well. If we take some hits, that's okay. That's more health we can restore with Hearth Heal, which lets us train up our restoration. Not to mention hits we take help us also train up our dodging and unarmored skills. Now, I can't see his stamina meter, sadly, so I don't know how close I am to knocking him out. But once I knock him out, I'll start damaging his health. Now, I probably should be training on rats right now. They don't do as much damage, but they can also give you disease, so mud crabs might be a better option. Hand to hand, 37, perfect. Yeah, those stuns, those knockbacks you're seeing, that's a good sign. That means we're getting close to knocking it out. Welcome to my crab punching stream. Also, you'll notice she's doing a lot of palm strikes and swipes. That's because she has, that's because Khajiit, and I think Argonians as well, attack with their claws instead of with their fists. Making them a great choice for hand-to-hand. Khajiits especially. Yep, crab grind instead of rat grind. Yep, we got the salt grind, we got rat grind, and now we got crab grinds. All right, so now that was a KO you had there. So now as I start landing hits, it'll start draining his health, and he's already hurting pretty bad. $39. Look at that, and who the hell said die? Was that my character talking? All right, so we get some crab meat, and there you go. And now with that, we can go rest. Oh, as you can see, I got my big dumb cat feets. They're not human feets, they're cat feets now. We've completely inverted the furry spectrum from the last Elder Scrolls game. In Daggerfall, we were pretty much human with cat ears. Now we are the complete opposite side of the furry spectrum. Look, there's another one down there, but we don't want to fuck with that one. We're good. Let's go ahead and grab this Violet Corpinus real quick. Hypophagia. So I've also modded the game to make it so gathering is similar to Oblivion or Skyrim. In the base game of Morrowind, you'd have to... My mom said McGregor was a bad person, but he was a featherweight champ. Ah, welcome back, Obi. Being the champ doesn't mean you're a good person. Violet Corpinus. So yeah, as you can see, he just gathers it normally. In the vanilla Morrowind, if you go to gather it, you have to open it like a container and then physically drag the ingredients over to your inventory. So that doing it this way just saves a lot of time. And if you're wondering why I'm doing those little mini hops, every time I hop, there's a chance that my acrobatics might level up. So that's the hill hop and grind. Morrowind is definitely one of those games where it's all about developing habits. Doing certain things, developing certain habits will help your character advance faster. I forgot about this. Hey, buddy. Hey! Hey, Tariel, what's this? I believe I have found the correct formula for the spell I am developing. With it, I will be able to travel great distances without the need to pay others for the service. If all goes well, I will test out the new spell tomorrow. I believe I have worked out all of the possible complications. It will allow me to leap great distances, covering many hundreds of miles. Never before has one been able to travel in this manner, vaulting from the ground, sailing through the sky, all without the terrible disorientation of a spell of flying. My time is almost upon me. My research is finished, and all of my calculations are checked and rechecked. They laughed at me when I suggested this. We'll see who laughs after I leap to the top of the towers and scream out my success. Oh, well, sorry, Tariel, I didn't seem to go quite the way you hoped it would. What you got on you, buddy? Ooh, a spark sword, I'll take that. Sell that. I'll take your Colovian fur helm and put that directly on my head. Can't wear your shoes, but I'll wear a robe. Bam, there we are. Look at me. Scroll of Icarlian Flight. And I'll let you keep your shoes. No, I won't. They're 40 gold. Alright, well, I'll let you keep your underpants. So, I mean, I know what's gonna happen, but why don't we try out that spell? I think you can go the Solstheim. Yeah, you can go pretty fucking far. I don't know about the Solstheim. Alright, let's give it a shot. Alright, guys, are you ready? Here we go. Ha! Whee! So, learning how to manipulate the magic system into making those scrolls useful is your fast travel system in Morrowind. There's rather than so that's kind of one of the things that keeps people away from this game and why it's considered to be super hardcore compared to other Elder Scrolls games, is because there's no fast travel. But there technically is, and that fast travel is getting goofy with the magic. And also just you physically move faster. It gets to the point where, like, right now my speed is terrible. But soon I'll be moving Doomguy speed across the map, like faster than you can even move in Oblivion. And also the map's smaller than Oblivion, so you get places in no time. This game has probably one of my favorite fast travel systems, just because it's all about like mastering the systems the game gives you. Also bunny hopping, but problem with bunny hopping is you just eventually run out of stamina and can't do nothing. So we're going to go and rest until we're healed. So here's how you travel in Morrowind. So what you do is you hold down, you auto run, and you just run until that little green bar runs out. And when you get to a place where you can safely stop, you rest, and you let the green bar refill, and then you run again. And that's how you deal with the slow movement. Now, this game is all about friction. It is constantly putting up barriers in the way, constantly putting up things to slow you down or stop you from doing exactly what you want to do, and in a way it's encouraging you to break it and figure out ways around it. I thought that killed me for a second. God, that's some nice looking water. Look at that creep-ass tree over there. Let's go check that. Let's go check out that creep-ass tree. Do I have, what do I have in terms of spells right now? I have Icarian Flight. Okay. Alright, for now, we're just going to go ahead and bee-hop our way over there. I want to check that out. R/liberal gun over... What the fuck? What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Zoom in on the map? I don't believe I can I? How do I do that? Am I missing a menu? Make map area. Oh, you want me to switch to local. Okay. Yeah. That creep-ass tree over there I want to go check out. Check out, though. There's Satanine. Ooh, there's a tomb over there. Hello, Mudcrab. Mudcrabberton. Yeah, let's head back into town real quick. I need to load up on supplies before I go out. Oh yeah, and there's underwater, but we can't see shit. Very pretty, though. We're going to deal with water in our own way later on. Because, like, water's nice and all, but you know what's better than water? Ground. So we'll get a water walking spell pretty quick. Pretty quick. This is like from what I've played, like even though Daggerfall gets like the open world simulation, people like praise it for that.
Yes.
This is the most like immersive simi of all the Elder Scrolls games that I've played so far. God, that sunset's so pretty. Golden hour. Isn't this such a vibe though? Like, aren't these interiors so cozy? Hello.
What do you want?
Minus the racism, but I mean... Hello. By the way your clothing... Oh, wait. By the way your clothing fits, you might be interested in a tailoring kit. Ask me if you'd like one. My clothing? Yes, it's a chore to find clothes that are not only the right size, but tailored for the right race as well. He quickly checks himself over to make sure his clothes fit right. Looks like Oblivion. Yeah, it's the same kind of cozy and... Well, Oblivion's a lot... There's a lot more greens and blues, if I remember correctly. But, yeah. Tailoring kit, please. Tailoring kits are used to make minor alterations to your clothing so that they fit your race better. For example, Argonian females look funny if they try to wear a skirt made for another race. If you see someone who has a problem with their clothes, it's because they haven't used a tailoring kit to make their clothing fit. Since it's often necessary for our customers to use them to make the clothes we sell fit, most traders give them out for free. Don't have one? Take one. Alright. Tell me the latest rumors.
I heard that Hriskar upstairs
Oh wow,
is having
I was
some
giving you a very
financial
different
trouble.
voice.
Can't seem to win a wager these days.
Got any advice for me?
If you want to live to a ripe old age, buy a weapon and as much armor as you can wear and still run from trouble. Buy a spell or two and practice your skills. Don't practice on citizens. We call that foul murder, and we don't like it. But you can kill smugglers and bandits and other outlaws all you like. Outlaws have no rights. Plenty of adventurers make a living from killing and looting outlaws. That smuggler scum down in Adamus Artis, for instance. The cave down near the Silt Strider platform.
The entire town really wants me to go and murder those guys. How do I...
Practice on creatures and outlaws, and anyone who attacks you first. When in doubt, run away.
It's gonna be
and
tough,
if you attack a
but I'll do
citizen
it.
by accident, don't kill him. Turn yourself into a guard.
Pay your fine and clear your name. Alright, sorry about that, guys. And clear your name, or people will treat you like an outlaw. Tailoring kit? Yeah, okay, I did that. Barter time. It's barter time! Alright, we got lots to sell and lots to buy. So, I'm going to keep my short blade, but I am going to sell this iron longsword. I'll sell these common shoes. I'll sell these extravagant shoes. I'll keep my Flynn. I'll keep my Maste. I'll keep my Maste. I'll keep my Ampule Pod, my bread, my Bungler's Bane, my crab meat, my Hypophacia, my Quama egg, my Luminous Rusala, my resin, my scales, my scamp skin, my Scathecraw, my Scrib jerky, my Quama egg, my spore pods, my trauma root, my violet corprinus, my willow antler. You can go ahead and take Tariel's journal. Keep in my scrolls. You can take this book on the firmament. Take this candlestick. Take the silver candlestick. I'm keeping this torch. You can take these 3 baskets. Take this bowl. Take these flasks. Take the limeware platter and all these bowls and shit. Take all my trash, pretty much. All the trash that I can't carry anymore. My silverware platter. Alright, now we can load up on apparel. Now, what's the mod that I installed that makes this... there's this mod called the Iron Fist mod, and what it basically does is it allows you to use the armor value from gauntlets on your fists. So we will be definitely buying a steel left and a steel right gauntlet. So, bam, bam. There we go. And then we're going to be wearing a combination of light and medium armor. Trying to think of what I want to wear, because I'm always going to have some unarmored because my feet are going to be bare. Like, because you can't wear shoes in this game if you play a Khajiit. Medium armor is kind of rare, but that's what Orcish armor is, and you did mention that that was a thing. So we'll go ahead and grab this chain coif. We'll grab this chain cuirass. Do I have any heavy shoulder pads? We have heavy pauldrons. Okay. All right. We'll go ahead and grab these light pauldrons then. Oh, and pants, of course. Iron greaves. Alright, we're gonna have to go without pants for now, but I'll grab these light pauldrons. Alright. Sounds good. So yeah, that'll be enough to get us started. Get us looking good. So yeah, there's our current look. Looking like a little kitty wizard.
May we talk?
Not yet. First, let's equip my new helmet. Oh no, I'll should I sell my Colovian fur? Orcish is heavy. Oh, it's medium. Yeah. All right, we'll wear my left pauldron, my right pauldron, my chain cuirass, my left gauntlet, and my right gauntlet. So now I got cool metal hands whenever I'm doing hand to hand. We should the hat though. I love the hat. I don't know if I want to sell the hat. So it's so cute. We're gonna hold on to the hat because I like it. And now look at her. She's ready for war. War kitty. Meow, meow, meow. Damn, she got some tiggle bitties. Just noticed that. Oh, right, yeah. So, yeah, the body mod I got's kind of horny. It gives all the ladies bigger boobus. You can get bone mold at Balmora. Yeah, that's what I'm swapping. I'll probably swap, too. Alright. Yeah, let's talk to Tolvis.
I'm Tolvis Othrallan. Welcome to Scenic Satanine, gateway to Morrowind.
Scenic?
Are you looking for someone in particular, or do you just want a little advice?
Tell me about someone in particular.
The Altmer Aril runs Aril's trade house. Secucius Ergala is the chief agent at the Census and Excise office.
Any advice for me?
Phew.
Alright.
Bitter green.
Latest rumors?
Cousin claimed he saw a city in the water near Gnar Mok.
Ooh.
He's a drunkard, though, and spends too much time in the sun.
Alrighty. Well, we'll actually go talk to the people upstairs after we raid that cave, so I think it's time to go deal with that cave. People really want us to go and murder everybody inside of it. So let's see how that goes. Or we can go and... Hey, my acrobatic skill just went up. We can go and grind into more mud crabs, or we could head down and fight the smugglers in the cave. I'm going to go fight the smugglers in the cave because it's more interesting, but if they're too tough for us, which they might be at this level, we can always back out and go do something else. A lot of options are available to us. I was supposed to lead the bunny hop. Alright. Hop, 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 hop. I got mushrooms. Oh yeah, I also got a mod that makes it so the Dark Brotherhood won't attack me until I'm the right level for that DLC. So we don't gotta worry about that. It's funny is people actually don't like the Morrowind DLC all that much. Like, it's mostly frowned upon, apparently. So what we'll do here is we'll rest until we're healed, and we're actually right outside the city limits, so it's legal to rest here, and now we're gonna head in with our cool metal hands and go fist fight motherfuckers. There's a lady down there. Hello. Oh, she's pulled a knife. She's got a knife! So as you see, her health just dropped. That's because of the gauntlets I have. Now my punches do damage. I'm fully in the iron fists. I'm the cat with the iron claws. You better watch out. While I just repeatedly smack your titties. There you go. She's done. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and take her slave key. We'll also take... Oh, her boots are nice. Is that a dagger upgrade? 5/5, 4/4. Alright, we'll just take her money then. Nice little fire for us to warm ourselves by before we go further into the cave. Before we do, officer down. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and use a hearth heal, and then we're not gonna rest here, because in the next area there's a motherfucker who I don't want to deal with. But we'll go ahead and leave the cave first. Rest up. And we'll head back into the cave. Cave grind. Let's go. Smuggle her? I barely know her. Alright, now hopefully we won't aggro the wizard. If we aggro the wizard, what we're going to do here is we're going to try and bait out his spells. That's the wizard down there. He can really fuck us up. So what we want to do before we aggro the wizard is free the slaves. Just like Moses did. Before Moses aggroed that wizard, he freed the slaves. It's true. It's in the Bible. Alright. Unlocked. We're going to go ahead and close that door behind us. Hello there, Badargo.
Do you have key to these bracers? Will you let me go free?
Go free?
You have the key, will you let me go free?
I'll unlock your bracers.
Yes, Badargo is free. You are a good friend of Badargo.
Office her? I barely know her. I'm not your master.
Do you have the key to these bracers? Will you let me go free? You have the key. Yes, now I am free. Thank you, Feline the Three.
Hold on, let's see if I can get...
Have our attention.
Death is upon you. You should find a healer.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Do you have the key to these braces? Will you let me go free? Yeah. Yes, I am free. Thank you, Feline 3.
Like Doug from the movie Up. Yeah. Yeah, what if Doug was a Khajiit? I really like all the voice lines that the Argonians have. My favorite one is, "The prey approaches." It's still my favorite. Alright. Carrion Flight, Eye of Fear, Eye of Night, Hearth Heal. Now, I wonder if I'll actually be able to sneak up on him and get a strong attack on him. Shit. We're moving. Alright, what's up, buddy? You missed, dumbass. You hit, dumbass. Alright. Health's full. Let's go. Damn it. God damn, he's got a lot more mana than I thought he would. Alright, we're backing out. We are running. Woo! Yeah, I played this game Morrowind. Hell yeah, I love Morrowind. Jade, it's great to see you. How you been? I'm healing up. Oh, I've been interrupted by a puking worm. I'm just kidding. It's a Quama Forager. Poor little guy. Hey, you helped me level up my Kung Fu, though. That's cool. Yep, just some Quama Cuddle. Alright, let's get in there. I'm Morrowinding it. I'm Morrowinding it. Hey, Blue. It's good to see you. Come on, cast another spell. No, not that close. Fuck. Alright. I am cheesing the shit out of this fight. Oh man, get back in there. Let's go. Where the hell? There we go. Now we fight like men, with knives and fists. That's the noise I make when I get up in the morning. Other brothers are so nice. I know, right? They're stupid. Good to be here. Finally figuring out the more official school until my final exams. Hell yeah. By guards, I don't know what to do. Drop all of the expensive stuff you sold right there, and then go turn yourself in. And then you can come get the items when you come back. Alright, job's done. Millar's done. There's a robe. My robe's nicer than his robe. And a chitin dagger. Not much for me to take. Yeah, they don't know any better. They're just little babies, it's true. They're just doing their best. They're little grains of rice. They just kind of roll around. They're little maggots. I miss like the wet, damp cave vibes that like Morrowind and Oblivion had. That was something that like Skyrim. I mean, we traded in frosty caves for. We got rid of damp, wet caves for frosty caves, so that's understandable. Hello. Ah, yes. Ninja stars. So if you want to play the game in a way that doesn't have things constantly missing, thrown weapons and archery is the way to go because it actually just uses normal projectile tracking. No, it's not gonna go very well for this lady, that's for sure. But, you know, it's an option. But yeah, I'm glad to hear you have summer vacation, Blue. That's awesome. How much time do you have till finals? Claw. Done. Yep, so she left me 2 throwing stars. Cloth left bracer, and I'll take the probe. So probes are meant to check for traps, and lockpicks are for, well, picking locks. You just equip them the way you would a weapon. So what we'll do is we'll equip our lockpick here. And if there's anything we need to pick, we'll be ready. Left gauntlet, cool, cool, cool. Hop, hop. Slave key. Another slave key we could have grabbed in order to... Is that a slow fall potion? Spoiled. Ah, I see. Undusi's Unhinging. Hell yeah. That's the kind of spell we're gonna need later on for like bypassing lockpicking. Ooh, a Daikatana. Cool. And we're over encumbered. Alright, let's put the Daikatana back. There we are. We don't really need that. We got a locked chest though? No, it's open. It has a saber in it, which I can't use. Or I'm not gonna need. So gold, gold, and that bowl is worth 8. Ah, moon sugar. Hell yes. Problem is, if I grab this, we can't use it. So we're gonna let this sit here. We'll come back and get it when we want to travel. Racer plumes, Kagudi hide. We got a bunch of other ingredients. We'll take everything but the moon sugar. In fact, let's just take everything, and then we can put the moon sugar in this box here. There we are. Boop. Hell yes. Okay, then we got an amulet and a ring. We'll just equip those. Only want 1. We're not even, like, they're not going to actually help us or anything, and they're just there to drip ourselves out with. Great. Pillows. Skooma. Skoomer. Alright. And we'll go ahead and put the skooma in this box here. In fact, what we'll do here... Hold up, let me... Yeah, so we'll grab all this. And let's go ahead and put all the other shit we don't need. So we don't need the long sword. We can put that away. There we go. That already gives us enough. Megaphone is cool, yeah. Learning to trap the ball by lifting the ball up and using my foot to cushion its fall. Hell yeah. You're advancing in your soccer skill. Soon you'll be ballin' with the best with them. Ballin' with the best of them. Just like Jarl Ballin'. Alright, we'll grab our lockpick here and put it back in our inventory. Turns out we didn't need it at all. So, yeah, let's get in here. Now, I always remember there being a Drew in this... Drew, Drow, whatever the fuck they're called. Weird, water Dramora. Weird water Daedra. I remember there always being one in this water here, but, maybe I'm thinking of a different... I'm probably thinking of a different, thing. Look at that swimming animation, isn't that great? I'm Red Key. Call me Captain Tsubasa. Trubasa. I like that. Juice that makes you say Trubasa. Where's my torches? There we are. Right? No more elephants. Ah, there's a rat! I knew it! He was behind it all. Get him! Get him! Get him! Actually, I do need to get him before he gives me a fucking disease. Die. There we go. He ain't got much, so let's dispose of his corpse. Okay. Ooh. I think that actually might be an upgrade. Mesh leather. So that's 5 versus 11. Okay, no, it's a downgrade. We'll still carry it out of here because we can. Gold, 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 gold. I like gold. Alright, there we are. I've been learning Panduri. Cool. Powder that makes you say true. True. Another one. Alright, we'll grab this torch, though. Damn it! Alright, we'll drop the extra gauntlet and the extra pauldron that we don't need. I probably could have geared up just by doing this dungeon, but, like, I already got everything I need now. What's Panduri? Is it... Never mind. I was about to say something real stupid. Don't want that now, do we? Can't say anything stupid or entertaining on my stream. Alrighty, I got my torch. I was gonna be like, isn't that the planet from Avatar? Oh, I'm so sorry. Have you heard of the High Elves? Hey, Jingle, good to see you. Seen any elves? It's the one joke. It's a Georgian stringed instrument. It's Obi's made-up language. I thought that was Obanese. Hop, 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 hop. I'm becoming mountain folk. But yeah, how you been, Jingle? It's good to see you. Boing, boing. Yeah, you inspired me to play this, because you mentioned, like, Oblivion Remastered, and I'm like, I mean, I have Morrowind Remastered, I can play that. Hop. Kill my elf. My house elf disobeyed me for the last time. Just suplexing Dobby. There's that fucking Khajiit again, bunny hopping through Satanine. I hope the guards kill them. It's getting out of hand. God, look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at this. Isn't it, like, wow. We see, Vivec from here? Probably over there, yeah. I am good now. I had a brace fall off from my braces. Ooh, sorry to hear that. Have you heard of the low elves? My brother in Christ, we're in their country right now. Alrighty. Let's head inside, sell our extra goods. Oh shit, I gotta drop my... Hold up. I'm just gonna drop my crack on the floor. I'm just gonna drop my skooma and my moon sugar on the floor. I hope that's okay. Yeah, don't worry about that. Don't worry about the moon sugar. There you go. Hey!
Welcome to Aril's Trade House. I barter for goods or coin. I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credit. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions? Our most popular scrolls?
Hell yeah. Yeah, the combat's very, well, hit or miss, which is ironic. It takes a lot to get used to. I really like it, but... I mean, I'm not crazy about it. It's more just the depth is outside of the melee. So for me, I enjoy the melee combat, but most of the fun you're going to have with the combat is fucking with magic. They definitely, like, melee is definitely better in Skyrim and Morrowind, or Skyrim and Oblivion. The Boots of Blinding Speed are also great. I love those. Popular potions? Yeah, tell me about your popular potions.
Cure common disease and cure blight disease potions are most popular with travelers. Fortify strength, endurance, speed, agility are very helpful in combat. Fortify personality is popular with merchants and shy persons. Of course, Fortify Fatigue keeps you fighting at your best. Restore Health and Restore Fatigue are perhaps our most popular items.
My potions are too strong for you, Traveler.
During a fight, you can't beat Grief, Shane, Flynn, Mazte, and Sujama.
Yeah, I need to find the ones that fortify, like, strength and willpower. Popular scrolls.
Vigor and Vitality are our best-selling bargain items.
I was going to say that with a hard R.
Fatigue and health, respectively.
It's terrible.
Almcivi Intervention and Divine Intervention transport you instantly to the nearest temple or nearest Imperial Shrine. Good for routine or emergency transportation. Heartwise helps with persuasion. Summons skeletal minion, brings help in a jiffy. And Drathus's Winter Guest does a lot of damage at a touch. Handy to whittle a too-tough opponent down to size.
I love just how basic a lot of these things are, like teleporting, and then one's just like, one summons a skeletal minion. It's just, that's just funny to me. Alright, well, good talking to you, Errol. Hold on, let me pick up my crack. There we go, I got my crack. Alright, let's head upstairs. What are you selling? Crack. Hello, Viking. This is a Nord.
On your way.
Riskar Flatfoot.
You look like you could use a friend, Outlander. Perhaps I can be your friend. I'd like you to help me recover some gold.
Recover some gold.
That's right. See, I had a bad run of luck playing 9 holes and lost a bit of money. Normally, I'd be fine. We can usually keep some gold in our pockets just from the money the locals pay us for. Protection. But I know some of them are holding out on me, especially that little fetcher Fargoth. He's come up light the past couple of weeks when I've shaken him down. I know he's stashing it somewhere. I'd like you to find Fargoth's hiding place.
That's in one of the Ultima games. In one of the Ultima games, there's or in all the Ultima games, there's a spell. I don't remember what it's called. It's called like Omega or something. But basically, it's a spell that literally kills all life in the game. Like it kills every NPC except for yourself and Lord British. So there's just like, and it's always like just sold at a vendor. Like it's just a thing you can get. Like, ah, yes, the spell of mass destruction of all life on Earth. $20. Fargoth's hiding place.
The little fetcher's got one somewhere in town. Just not sure where yet. I've already gone through his whole house, so I know he's not hiding it there. I'd like you to find out where he's stashing his gold. If you can, I'll give you a share of the wealth. Are you up for it?
Sure, man.
Excellent. Here's what I want you to do. I'm not sure where he goes, but I know he wanders around town at night. Watch his movements. The best vantage point is on top of the lighthouse south of town. That will give you a nice view of all of Satanine. If you keep an eye on where he goes, I'm sure you'll be able to figure out where he's hiding that gold. I've just got to find where he's hiding his loot.
So we gotta find out where the leprechaun's hiding his gold. We'll do that here in a minute. That's not a big deal. Definitely get that taken care of. What's this here? We have a trade house notice. Hello there, you...
What's your story?
You look creepy as fuck, Ruff Lord. Welcome to Satanine Stranger. That's a terrible voice. Hold on. Bro, say something. I am Ruff Lord the Braggart. I do a little of this and a little of that. What about the latest rumors, Ruff Lord?
A friend of mine says you have to visit the House of Earthly Delights in Suran.
Yeah, that's where all the strippers are. Got any advice for me? We see a lot of new faces like yours here in Satanine. If you're hoping to stand out from the crowd, you need to practice a lot to improve your skills. And if you want to increase your general level of incompetence, yes, general level of competence, focus on your major skills, the ones most important to your trade. That way you'll advance more quickly. And another little tip newcomers forget. Always carry a little food so you can freshen up when fatigue gets you down. Eat a little, and you can feel your energy coming back. Got a secret for me, Ruff Lord? You creepy-looking motherfucker. Talk to everyone. Talk is cheap. Ask questions. You don't ask, you never learn. Tell me about Morrowind. Morrowind is the northeasternmost province of the Tamrielic Empire, bounded on the north and east by the ocean, on the west by Skyrim, and on the southwest by Cyrodiil, also known as the Imperial Province, and south by Blackmarsh, also known as Argonia. What's your trade? I'm a scout. I know places, people, paths, plants, wind, and weather. I serve as a guide for travelers and traders, or work as an advanced guard and pathfinder for expeditions. I know the geography of Ardenfell,
in the various geographic regions. My best defense is stealth, sneaking past trouble, but I can fight bow or blade in various armor styles when the job requires it. So you're like a ranger, okay. Tell me about these geographic regions you mentioned. Vardenfell has 9 regions, each with their own plants and terrain. They are called the Ascadian Isle, the Ashlands, Azura's Coast, the Bitter Coast, the Grazelands, Molagamur, Red Mountain, West Gash, and Sheogorad. Tell me about the Bitter Coast. The western coast of Vardenfell from Satanine to Narmak is called the Bitter Coast. Tell me more about this Narmak place. Narmak is a tiny island fishing village in the Bitter Coast region of West Vardenfell. So yeah, what do you think of Satanine? You've been living here for a while? Satanine is a small seaport in the Bitter Coast region, on the southwest coast of Vardenfell. Did you get yourself one of those new tailoring kits? Tailoring kits are... yeah, I already read that. Tell me about Vardenfell. Vardenfell district is one of the 6th Imperial Administrative Districts of Morrowind. Consisting of the island of Vardenfell, surrounded by the inland sea and dominated by the titanic volcano, Red Mountain, and its associated ash wastelands. Well, good talking to you, Ruff Lord. You turned out to be interesting. So, yo! Hey, Mr. Krabs, how's it going? Errol's Trade House, Port of Satanine. Here, as the general sessions of the peace held for the district house Lalu. Ah, yes. My father fell. Help him. Lalu at the town of Balmora, on the 16th day of first seed in the year of the reign of our sovereign King Lalu Athen-Lathan, by the grace of all gods, King of Morrowind, Duke of Mournhold in Lalu Province, defender of the people and the law, loyal servant of the Empire, etc., Errol of the port of Satanine, aforesaid hath entered into the It's not interesting, that's just literal paperwork. Hello, lady.
Go ahead. You're not interrupting anything. I'm alone. Scout. You need directions. Pelagiad, Balmora, Caldera, Ebonheart, Vivec.
What's your background? Alone? I am alone, scout and journeyman of the blades. Oh shit, you're a blade. That's awesome. So, like, do you guys prefer... Bald! Do you guys prefer the blades as, like, samurai centurions? Or as, like, cool spies? I've always liked them better as spies, personally. But... I don't know, they were kind of made into, like, samurai centurions in Oblivion and Skyrim. Ladies of Morrowind either have hot girl voices or 110-year-old grandma voices. Dude, I love young-looking characters with old lady voices. I don't know why it does it for me, but it does it for me. I also just like really tired women. Like, I love it when ladies look exhausted. Anyway. Moving on. Balmora.
Balmora is the district seat of House Hlalu and the largest settlement on Vardenfell after Vivec City. Good roads lead north from here to Balmora, passing through Fort Pelagiad and Pelagiad Village. From Balmora, roads lead north to Aldrun through the town of Caldera. Maybe I'd better write down the directions to Balmora for you. It's a long walk and a little confusing.
When she says she has debt and everything's set, yo. Wow, that's a lot of information. Luckily for me, I kind of have the route to Balmora memorized, so we'll be okay. Tell me about Balmora.
I'll repeat what I said, but pay attention. Balmora is the district seat of House Hlalu.
Wait, why is it still highlighted?
The largest settlement on Vardenfell after
Caldera?
Caldera is a recently chartered imperial town and mining corporation north of Balmora on the road to
Oh
Aldrun.
yeah, fuck that lady.
The Caldera Mining Company has been granted an imperial monopoly to remove raw ebony from the rich deposits.
What was her name?
Caldera is a new town, recently built in the Western Imperial
She had some
style,
bitch name. I
and
don't
most
remember
of
what it
the
was.
Citizens are outlanders.
She's
and
the
new
worst,
colonists.
though. Yeah, she's the worst. I don't know. I don't remember her fucking name. Delphine. Fuck Delphine. Clothing fit. Yeah, Ebonheart.
Ebonheart is south on the road from Pelagiad.
All right, you are just giving in
Built on the
directions.
western
I am
shore.
so good on directions right
Pelagiad
now.
is the next town up
Fuck
the road.
me. Stop
Cross
talking
the
about
bridge
directions.
Vivec City is south on the road from
Help.
Pelagiad.
I don't want directions. I know where these places are. Cut to Alex 20 minutes later. Man, I'm so fucking lost. If only someone could tell me where to go. Hey there, Albitius Cololius.
It's around here somewhere.
Welcome to Satanine Stranger. Sorry. Welcome to Satanine Stranger. Is there some specific place you're looking for? What are the latest rumors, bud?
Did you hear that some fool lost Mentor's ring in a tomb along the Bitter Coast, or so they say?
Yeah, we're gonna go check out some of those tombs here in a minute. What's your trade, buddy? I am a battle mage. Though arrayed as a western knight with heavy armor, axes and long blades, my primary training is in the College of Alteration, the College of Destruction, and the College of Conjuration. To round out my education, I have mastered enchantments and alchemy. Potions made through alchemy or purchased from alchemists grant me the magics of restoration, mysticism, and illusion colleges. And can there be any more terrible master of the science of war than a battle mage? I think not. Yeah, battle mages are like big deals in the lore. But yeah, like one of the things I really like about this game is you really get the vibe that you're playing by the same rules that everyone else is. So like the fact that all the characters have like classes and stuff and like will just talk to you about game mechanics in a very literal way is really cool to me.
Welcome to Satanine, stranger. Is there some specific place
you're looking for? God, I miss the Morrowind Dunmer voice. I know they bring it back in Skyrim, but like I was so like learning that like in early trailers for Morrowind, all the Dunmer still in the trailers for Oblivion, all the Dunmer still talked like this, but they changed it because they weren't living under Red Mountain and their lungs weren't all fucked up, you know? Oh man. Dunmer ASMR. What's your trade?
I am a bard. As an entertainer, I share songs and stories with patrons and peasants. As a scholar, I travel the world, speaking with people and learning the lessons of history and human nature. And because a good bard must experience adventure at first hand in order to present its drama effectively, I have learned to defend myself with the noble tools of medium armor and long blade, and have mastered minor mysteries of alchemy, enchantment, and illusion.
Scrib jelly, without a doubt. Or there's a type of cheese made from scribs as well. Like, could you imagine being the guy with like the deep, sexy, gravelly voice like this? That like, just imagine like you're trying to talk to somebody and they're just like biting their lip, and you're like, "Stop it! Listen to what I'm saying. Quit being horny. Stop it." Now listen. The Fitnessgram pacer test is fucking put your pants back on. Could you imagine? It would suck so. That's what Corpse Husband had to go through. Like, are you wetting yourself right now? Like, fuck it, girl. What the fuck's wrong with you? Stop that. Alrighty. Let's check out that place. Parkour! Actually, we should probably go and rest somewhere. Maybe we can rest up in this lighthouse here. Set up our position here. Late at night, wondering how they got a perfect AI voice of the Morrowind final boss from only like 6 lines of dialogue. Right? His voice, like, I don't know, because like he's only like 6 lines of voice dialogue. You're so right, but like, I think what it is I think just entering the text can only go so far. If you're going to do AI voicing, you really got to put the time in. Like, I have a similar mod for World of Warcraft that I was using for a minute that would add the AI voices, like what we were just listening to. That was all AI voice. And I got that for World of Warcraft, but it was fucking terrible. And I think what it is you have to care. Like, for AI to work right, you have to put about as much effort as you would have to put into if you wanted to be like a real artist. So it's no substitute for art, because if you're using the tool correctly, you're eventually just going to make art again. Come, Nerevar. Yeah. Friend or traitor, come. Holy icon of Saint Fountain. Hey, is anyone living here, or can I just rob you? Oh, there's a lady right there. I almost just robbed you. Hello, miss.
So, you're new to Satanine, and you'd like some help finding your way around. Very sensible. Go ahead, ask away.
How in the fuck?
Services? Some specific place? Someone in particular? Just need a little advice? Whatever it is, I'd be happy to help. God, these look great. Let me get the one of my favorite Dig Out There videos.
Hold up. Back it up.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come and look upon the sick-ass Lego set I just finished building. It's from the architecture line. It's a full-scale replica of Balmora. It even came with a bunch of blue transparent pieces to make up the Odai River. It's dope as fuck. Yeah, it's also got Imperial Guard minifigures and some shirtless balding-ass dude. IDK why they put this in here. I'm just gonna throw this one away. It's giving me bad vibes. Next, I think I'm gonna do Red Mountain. Let's go to Target and see if they have it in stock. I wanted to get out of the cavern today anyway. The sleepers all discovered vaping yesterday, and it's getting kind of humid in here. Damn, Nerevar, this Lego aisle is jam-packed with wondrous creations ripe for the picking. Everything an Ash Vampire could ever want lies at my fingertips. They've got a set for everything you could ever imagine. Holy fucking shit, Nerevar, look. They've got the ultimate Millennium Falcon from Star Wars. This is like super rare, grab it quick. This has like 7,000 pieces. This is gonna take us like all weekend. Let's go to self-checkout. They keep trying to sign me up for one of those store credit cards. And if I have to tell them no again, I'm going to have to pull out Wraithguard on a bitch. Here we go, ring that bitch up. Wait a minute, Nerevar. I think I forgot my coin pouch at home. Damn, this is the last one. I guess we'll just have to grab one next time they restock. Nerevar, you don't have to pay for it, really. I'm sure we'll be able to get another one soon. You're a real bro, moon, and star. Let's go back to the cavern and start putting this bitch together. I'll order us a pizza from Papa Noah's and pack a pipe full of moon sugar and we'll have a blast. Now where'd I park the Silt Strider?
Morrowind good ending. They all just get into Legos.
I'm moving different. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I'm a Nyx hound. I'm biting the fart bubbles in the bath.
I'm a dog. Papa Noah's, oh no.
You've been wounded.
Yeah, I'm pretty scuffed up. What were we saying?
I hope I can help. What's your question?
What was your advice?
Stay away from the mud crabs, swamp fever, or join the Tribunal Temple. Initiates get free cure disease at the shrine.
Oh yeah, damn. Saying it in a call
You're
in a...
an outlander. Maybe you don't know about the kinds of Daedric ruins we have here in Morrowind. Daedra cults worship the bad Daedra. You can learn more about that at the temple. Anyway, long ago, before the temple put a stop to it, people used to worship bad Daedra.
The House of Troubles.
Molag Bal, Malakath, Sheogorath, and Mehrunes Dagon at Daedra shrines. But lately, since the Empire came in, some people have taken up worshipping the bad Daedra at these old sites. And I warn you, these are dangerous places.
See, the reason I think she looks great, the hair looks like shit, but like it always looks like shit. But no, like I love the face mod I got that basically just sharpened up the old textures. So now you can actually see like her eyebrows aren't eyebrows, they're like they're like intentional self-body scarring, usually done for some sort of ritual. I don't know, I think it looks really good, especially with the red eyes. The red eyes look fantastic. Anyway, we're done here. It's good talking to you, miss. Sorry for almost stealing from you. I didn't even know you were here in this house. Nice spoon. Hell yeah. Hey, Alex. Hey, Edgelord. It's good to see you. How's it been? Howdy, Skizzer. I want to get some of these for my house. These tapestries, they're fucking awesome. Well, she can't see me up here. Let's just steal this grief, and we'll read this wedding dowry. The Wraith's Wedding Dowry, by Voltha Gra Yamwert, translated by Apthorn. The poets are right. There is something life-changing about being in love, said Kepkaj Nagra Minfang. Sometimes called the Wraith. I haven't wanted to rob anyone or anything in weeks. Why, the other day I saw the door wide open at a wealthy merchant's house, but my mind was fully occupied with what I should wear on my wedding day. Skylar White? Yeah, oh god, you're right. Alex, do you go to any of the Renaissance fairs? No, but I am ready and willing. Right now I'm kind of in a transitional period of my life. I'm waiting to be... Basically, I'm hoping to get a job soon and become fully self-sufficient, and once I do, I want to start going to conventions, I want to start going to Renaissance fairs, just do all, like, finish doing all the nerdy stuff I missed out on. Airsoft, that sort of thing, you know? Been trying to make...
Khajiit wares, if you have coin.
Yes. But I have been like trying to go out for D&D and Magic the Gathering out on the weekends, and Warhammer as well. I even started playing Pokemon Go again. Basically, now that I'm single, I'm trying to put myself in places where I can meet people. You've been out of the right society for very long now, frowned her friend, Cargol approvingly. You never told me what happened to your first husband. You know, the one the shaman gave you? Torn apart by Ashkul, smiled Kepkajna dreamily. It was rather saddish, but I know nothing like that would happen to Wadwarg. No life of adventure for him. He's practically an Imperial. In fact, he is one. Did I tell you how we met? Vlogging. Yeah, the Morrowind book vlogging. I'm Skylar White Inwa of House Tilbury. Ooh. Fuck yeah, dude. Shit, sorry, I didn't know about that. No, that's cool. We're on good terms. We're still fucking. Torn apart by Ashkul, smiled Kepkajna dreamily. It was rather saddish, but I know nothing like that would happen to Wardwog. No life of adventure for him. He's practically an Imperial. In fact, he is one. Did I tell you how we met? Hundreds of times, grumbled Cargol, reaching for his flagon. He was your jailer, and he refused you food until you promised to marry him. Cool. That's the response to that. Sorry, that honestly made it sting a lot less, and now it's like basically because we lived together, we just kind of talked about it over and over again until we like it didn't start mutual, but then it kind of became mutual, you know. Motor City Comic Cons this weekend. Oh shit, hell yeah. Have you ever heard anything so madly romantic in all your life? Sighed Kepkajna and then grew serious. I was going to say that I hope my old friends will wish me well, but as old Bosriel used to say, there's no point in hoping for what cannot be. We'll leave with the Imperial Knights for Balmora immediately after the wedding, but as long as we're in Dagon Fell, the gang will find some way of disrupting my love life and bring me back to the light. I know it. As the days approached towards the Wraith's wedding day, there was certainly something sinister in the air that Kepkajna could smell when she was not transported by Hetty Best and Slot? Hetty Bliss. Dark figures seemed to shift in the shadows and disappear when approached. She recognized the clothing of some beggars near Wadwarg's cottage as costumes, but the mendicants hurried away before she could recognize which of her old gang was stalking her. But these moments of apprehension were few. Kepkajna was truly happy, making arrangements for the ceremony to be performed at the very dungeons where Wadwarg had imprisoned her. Her father was long since dead, another victim of the Ashkuls, but her fiancé's commander volunteered to act. Hell yeah. Oh, you're going to Denver. Interesting. How come? Commander volunteered to act in his behalf. Of course, Kepkajna had to supply her own dowry. She spent every last mark of her savings of ill-gotten gain to buy her beloved a truly wonderful present. Yeah, we have JFAX and we have Grand Rapids Comic-Con. So I want to go to both of them. I'm not sure what I want to do there. I kind of just want to go as a civilian and like see if there's a group of people I can fall in with. I want to bring my 3DS so that I can street pass, even though I really don't care that much about it, but I still want to bring it, you know, just for the hell of it. Pokemon Go, of course, will be a thing, but I don't know. Like, maybe I'll fall in with the Warhammer people, maybe I'll fall in... Like, I don't know what group I'm going to fall in with. I kind of just want to head in and see what happens. And maybe find a group of people to drink with, get drunk, and have, like, just party, you know? Partying might be fun. I haven't got to do a lot of that in my life. I've done a lot of drinking. I've done a lot of the stuff that happens at parties. I haven't done a lot of partying, you know? That's kind of my goal is, I want to expand my life and make more friends and, you know, be happier. Go to the Ren Fair for his bachelor party? Fuck yeah. That's awesome. The wedding was set for the stroke of midnight. As is Orc tradition, the handmaidens, wives of imperial officers, were busily sewing her into her gown of red velvet and fine gold filigree in the mid-morning. Dulcetta, one of the handmaidens, remarked that she had heard that Kepkajna had brought Wadwarg a truly beautiful gift for her dowry. "Let me show it to you," Kepkajna giggled, dashing from the room, half-dressed, to her hidden alcove. The present had been stolen. The women were horrified, but the Wraith found herself merely irritated, not surprised. This was truly the old gang style. They knew that a wedding ceremony without a dowry was marked as unlucky. She asked her handmaidens to finish dressing her quickly while she pondered what the burglars would have done with the treasure. The whole region was honeycombed with secret lairs and abandoned sites thieves used to store their loot. There were obvious places, of course. So, like, I don't know if we have, like, a Ren Fair. I know we have Medieval Times, but we gotta go out of state for that. So, I do want to do Medieval Times, but I know there's also, like, local Ren Fairs I'd want to check out. And then there's, like, cosplay as well I want to get into eventually, but, like, that's expensive, and also, like, I want to make sure I have a crew I can roll with. If I do cosplay, I don't want to be alone. I'd probably go as one of my D&D characters. But after much reflection, she thought of where she would have put it under similar circumstances. Once the handmaids had finished, Kepkajna bade them to make certain that the ceremony went on as scheduled, and not to fret as she might be a little late. She wrapped herself in a shawl to protect her gown from dungeon dust and set off for the Shrine of Malakath. The Wraith had never before attempted to rob her own friends, and though she was peeved at them for trying to ruin her happiness, she had no interest in hurting them physically. Her style was to avoid conflict, though she knew it would be inevitable. The lessons her mentor Cargill had given her had helped her avoid the lances and blades of guards and Imperial Knights over the years. Now she would see if they would allow her to survive a den of thieves and the unknown dangers of the shrine, without, most importantly, ruining her dress. Alex was taken by the... Yo! I would love to hang out with World Eaters cosplayers. Especially with, like, their new designs. Like, fuck, yeah. There's a couple characters. Like, the 40k characters I'd go as would be, like, Caiaphas Cain, Gregor Eisenhorn, just, you know, the more human-looking characters. I'd love to go as not Arsène Lupin, but Lupin from Lupin the Third, Rorschach from Watchmen. There's a bunch of characters I'd love to go. Like, characters who are all masks would be great. Rorschach would be easy, because you just need a dirty trench coat, a hat, and a mask, and I'm pretty short, so that would work out as well, you know. Lots of ideas. The desolate place was so empty as she delved into it that she feared she might have made a miscalculation. It was not until she found the small room hidden down a long corridor that she knew that she was at the right place, and that it was well suited for an ambush. She grabbed the chest and with her treasure within, and chest with her treasure within and turned to face the assault. Two of her old gang, Yoram and Yori, the Red Guard, twin brother and sister, were outside the room, and she came from the room. They knew the Wraith better than to taunt her and immediately attacked. Yoram struck out with a left thrust of his blade, while Yori sought to rush her. The Wraith neatly sidestepped Yori while dropping her weight to her rear left leg, shifting her right shoulder to the left to slip past Yoram's strike. The twins crashed into one another, and Kepkajna passed swiftly on. Almost immediately, she was set upon the Argonian Binyar, his mace whistling through the air at her head. They had never much liked one another. The Wraith snapped into a duck, so the mace whacked with a tremendous clamor against the stone wall. Binyar was thrown off balance, giving her a few seconds to lead, hurrying up the passage. Ahead she could smell the fresh night air. Ooh, that would be tough. The question would be great. You just get rid of the hat then. I tried to do the Rorschach mask with a heat-sensitive dye wall back, but it didn't turn out right. Yeah, I've seen that. That's really... When people get that right, it's super impressive. But I think I would just do, like... I'd pick a specific pattern that I liked and go from there. Or I'd just buy a mask. Other ones would be a Black Mage. Black Mage would be great, but, you know. Honestly, like, uniforms are really good, too. Like, going as, like, a member of an organization, you know? That wouldn't be bad. Like, oh, hey, I'm a member of Team Rocket. You know? That sort of thing. A Black Mage, a Red Mage, a White Mage. Not, like, a specific character or anything like that, but, like, basically just using the style to do something unique with it. You'd have a lot more room for self-expression then. Then a few splotches heat-sensitive. I did the whole thing heat-sensitive and parts were gray. It was hard to get right. I feel that. The last of her dowry's defenders was Sorogoth, an orc with whom she had shared a brief romance. It was he who Kepkajna knew had masterminded the theft. In a way and in context, she thought his devotion to her misery was rather sweet. At the moment, though, she was most concerned with avoiding his barbed axe that seemed ideal for breaking her dress's fine stitchwork in the flesh beneath. Bending to her knees slightly, bobbing to avoid strikes to the head, weaving her head to confuse Sorogoth of her next move, shuffling her feet arrhythmically, the Wraith made an impossible target. She ducked inside his thrust, sidestepped his swings, and then sidestepped his thrusts and ducked his swings. As erratic as she tried to make her defensive moves, Sorogoth still kept pace with her, refusing to budge from his position at the dungeon outlet. Midnight was coming, and the Wraith finally decided that she must end the confrontation. When Sorogoth swung out next, she sidestepped to her left, swayed down, and ducked her head, so the axe whistled over her right shoulder. In that instant, his right side was exposed, and she reluctantly smashed the chest hard into his torso. There was not enough time for Kepkajna to see if she had killed him or merely knocked him unconscious. In truth, she thought of nothing else but rushing to her wedding ceremony. Pervertive. Lots of smashing. Salt Spire from Vermintide. That'd be fun too. At precisely midnight, Wadwurg and Kepkajna were united together. He was delighted with her dowry gift, a fine suit of armor that would make him the envy of other Imperial jailers. Even more, he was enchanted by his wife's tale of retrieving it from the Shrine of Malakath. Did it occur to you to put on the armor when you knew that it was an ambush, he asked. I didn't want to dent your present, she replied between kisses, and I certainly didn't want to wrinkle my gown. Aw. Well, that's the end of that story. That was okay. Right, let's head up to the top. The whole point of this was to get to the top of this lighthouse. God, that's beautiful. So I want to point out, you can increase the view range infinitely. The only thing you're going to lose is frames. Yeah, so we just got to keep an eye on the town and keep watch while we wait for Fargoth to reveal his hiding place. To be fair, I know exactly where it is. I just... BRB. Yeah, I know exactly where Fargoth's hiding place is. I just, I want to do it legit, you know? We're gonna go ahead and rest until we heal, though. Oh, wait, it's illegal up here. Is it illegal on the other side of the lighthouse, though? That's the question. Hey, why am I moving so slow? Oh, because I'm crouched. Okay. Shit. Well, that's unfortunate. That's a cool lighthouse, though. Time is it? 2 p.m. Hey, yeah, we got time. Ow! Crouching is a Dunmer appropriation. Hell yeah. Hey, Fargoth, dearest of all my friends.
Oh dear, what happened? You're half dead.
Tell me about your hiding place.
Hiding place? I don't know what you're talking about. Leave me alone.
Oh, made him like me less. You notice that?
You feeling all right? Maybe you should see a healer.
I'm fine. God damn it. I'm fine. You just don't let people sleep in town, so I gotta go find a different spot. I'm gonna go sleep in the smuggler cave with the corpses. At least then I'll be out of the rain. It was raining like this the other night. It was really cool. We had a tornado warning, and several friends of mine, they can't, like, their power is still not on. The storm was so severe it, like, knocked down trees and shit. Our internet was out for an entire day. Or, sorry, not for an entire day, for like 12 hours. It's crazy. I compare it to a kiss from the rose on the grave. Yeah. I could try and sing Kiss from a Rose. When I think of Kiss from a Rose, though, I think of Who Killed Captain Alex, because that entire movie is like a MIDI cover of that song playing in the background, just on loop.
Keep moving.
Yeah, keep jumping, apparently. Hippity hop. Got like the thump from the jump. The jump thump is weird. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, come my big dumb kitty feets. Honestly, the design's based, like, Feline, like, as a whole is based off of Liara. Did you see that? Feline as a whole is based on Liara, but, like, this design looks way more like Penny to me. Hop, 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 hop. There we go. Grabbing all the plants so I can make drugs. Like, look at that creep-ass tree. I want to see what that is. But, what time is it? Yeah, we have to wait till we see Fargoth go for his hiding place. Let's head up to the tower. But we're gonna find out where that what that creep-ass tree is by the end of the stream. That's a creepy-looking tree. It reminds me of the tree from Slender, if you guys ever played that. Slender, the 8 Pages. Reminds me of that weird tree in that game. Creepy dead tree that, like, moves like it's made of flesh. Alright. That bitch is looking right at me. Na 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 na. I think, like, a lot of times when people mod games to make them quote unquote look good or next gen, they take the easy way out and they go for, like, fundamentally changing the art style so it's easier to work with, you know? But, like, I think trying to stick to the old art style and create something that looks like Morrowind and still presents as Morrowind despite being nicer goes a long way. I lost track of Fargoth, though. Where the hell is he? I worry that I come across as elitist a lot of the times for saying stuff like that, but I don't know. It's just I hold ideals in my heart. I believe in things, you know? And I feel certain ways about things. And it's okay if you disagree with me. Even though I might get pissed at you sometime for it. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Oh crap, I can't use the console, I forgot. Oh crap, I don't know what I did. I don't know what specific mod made that happen, but yeah, I can't use the console. That's funny as hell. There was a, like, I got really mad over people being, like, excited for the Oblivion Remaster a few weeks ago, because, like, it's weird. Like, remaster culture is so strange, because one, we already have an Oblivion Remaster. It's called buying Oblivion on Steam and modding it. You don't need another remaster. Two, we have another Oblivion Remaster in the works called Skywind, for people who want their Oblivion remake, right? And for Skyblivion, and then the remaster comes out, and like all the color is just sucked out of Cyrodiil, and like the Argonians and the Khajiit look like shit. And I'm just like, how is anyone excited for this? Of course, I learned that it fixes a lot of game mechanics. Apparently, it's got issues with difficulty, like it's way too easy. But a lot of issues were fixed. It's just an overall much better package, and the screenshots that they showed off were simply just bad choices. My other problem is it just doesn't look like Oblivion anymore. Like, it looks like ESO to me. Which people are fine with, and that's fine. I'm just like... I thought I was going insane for a minute there. I was like, am I the only one in the world who sees this? And the answer is no. People are just excited, and they're willing to ignore obvious flaws if they're excited for something. Or if those flaws may not be obvious to them, I feel that way, and they don't, you know? How dare you have opinions? Opinions? On the internet? It's more likely than you think. I could never get a mod that fixes leveling to my liking. I'm worried that it won't fix the same. I also did barely get through character creation at 16 FPS, and I agree because you look bad. Modded remaster might ultimately be better than modded original. Isn't there no modding support? I remember hearing that, but I don't know if that's true. Yeah, I thought it was like an Outer Worlds Avowed situation where it's like, this is the game. Here you go. People will find a way. All right, that's good. I'm happy to hear that. Maybe, like, hey, if that becomes the new platform for modding, like Skyrim's remaster, then hell yes. Also, like, I really appreciate the vibes of old Oblivion. They're like, there's something special to them, and just suddenly getting rid of that. It's like how you can't just play Oblivion or Sky Oblivion to replace Morrowind, you know? There's something special here. We shall see. Yeah, I think so too. Simple data swaps. Damn, man, we're just waiting on Fargoth. There he is! Look at him, he's creeping. Where you creeping to, Fargoth? He's creeping, look at him go. I see you creeping, boy. I see you creeping. I wish I had like a spyglass or something. I see you creeping down there, Fargoth. Why are you coming near Fargoth? Yeah, Fallout 3 and Oblivion are hard to get working. There's something about, like, specifically... Like, I don't know what it is. Those are really hard to get working properly. New Vegas, Skyrim, Morrowind, a lot easier, you know? But I have never been able to get Fallout 3 working to my liking. In Oblivion, I think I got working good. But we'll see when I play it, you know? Aha, that's probably that tree stump is probably his hiding place. Let's go take a look, shall we? Yeah, New Vegas modding is pretty easy. Morrowind modding's really easy too. Especially, I mean, like the only difference is like you got to know which. Also, your door is fucked up, lady. Christ, who the fuck does a door like this?
Outlander. What do you want?
I don't know, a step, a box, something to... Why is your door like this, woman? Like, move the stool, or, like, what the fuck? I gotta, like... Judging this bitch's interior decorating, her rest of her house is beautiful, but that door is fucked. Oh, look at the mist on the water, ain't that pretty? Yeah, New Vegas mod's real nice. Specifically with Vortex. No, basically the trick is you just gotta learn which modding tool to use for the game you want to mod. Like Morrowind and Oblivion, click and drag. You mod that shit manually. Fallout 3, use Fallout 3 in New Vegas, use Vortex. Skyrim, use Vortex. Vortex is getting better and better, so like it's getting to the point where you just use Vortex for everything. But hey, there's his ring, there's his lockpick, and there's 300 gold, and we're gonna go ahead and just take all of that. And now we can go finish the quest, or, better idea, we can just fucking keep the shit. We can just keep the shit we took, and go explore and go on an adventure. And fuck that guy, you know, for screwing over Fargoth. This will be his punishment, you know, is that nobody's getting Fargoth's money. He's not getting it. I'm getting it. Serves him right for trying to shake down a sweet boy like Fargoth. I say as I rob him. That's a Feline trademark right there. Sketchy morals. What time is it? Yeah, it's 12 a.m. Let's go ahead and find ourselves a spot to sleep and try to get some daylight. They proved me wrong. Yeah, I have no desire to move to Windows 11. Because, like, alright, so Vista was terrible. 7 was the best OS. Like, Windows 7 was just the best for the longest time. I stuck with Windows 7 all the way through Windows 8, you know? But on my laptop, I didn't have that option, and I actually got really used to Windows 8.1. Oh, hey, a slaughterfish. Hey, 2 slaughterfish. Alright. And then they forcibly updated me to 10, and I lost my 8.1 after I had gotten used to it. 8.1 wasn't bad. It was just like an earlier version of Windows 10. Yeah, we'll head back to the cave. That's our resting spot. Yeah, I have no desire to switch to 11. And it's like, apparently my computer won't even support it. Like, I keep getting like the full screen update message that like corrupts recordings and shit, and it's just like, hey, Windows 11? And I'm like, no. And it's like, that's too bad, because your computer can't even run it. And I'm like, why did you bother me with this? Did they? Oh, no, that's terrible. Because I use 10 with classic shell. Like, so I just any of the fucking like smartphone bullshit they try to stuff in there, like no apps, no nothing, just it's all programs still. No, Windows ran into a problem that everyone's running into right now, like especially in the tech industry, and it's that they created something too valuable. They made something that's too good, and so now they're having to compete with themselves. You know, I will, and like the solution isn't just switching to Linux. I'm not switching to Linux until I get basically a Windows equivalent. You know, I heard about Lindows. Lindows looked cool. I literally just want Windows 7, but open source and supported. All right, what time is it? It's 1 a.m. We'll go ahead and rest until 8 a.m. Yeah, trying to learn Linux because I'm done. I refuse to learn it, personally. I want a version of Linux that works as good as Windows 7. And I've heard the argument, it's like, well, you're never going to get that. It's like, okay. I'll just stick with Windows 10 then. Like, I want an actual operating system, not something that requires me to compile and program shit. The standard is Windows. Make something that lives up to that standard, or fuck off, is my viewpoint on it. And if that's okay with other people, then great, more power to them, but not me. I will not tolerate it. I will pay for a version of Linux that's as good as Windows 7. Am I over encumbered? Shit, okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and equip this ring so that we have an extra little healing spell. Actually, I'm not even going to use the ring. I'm probably going to sell it because extravagant row. Oh, how the fuck do you want to equip a ring? Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we don't need 40 violet corperness. Maybe that's not something that we need. Let's go and drop the scrap wood. There we go. Goodbye, wood. Need a whole PC upgrade regardless. Yeah. No, for me, it's that I don't understand why I play newer games and I look at them and I'm like, this shouldn't be running worse. It's a weird sort of frustration because it's like, it's my PC falling behind the curve, but I'm looking at the curve going, why is there a curve? You know, like, oh, I can't, I had a friend buy me Helldivers and I could barely run the fucking thing, you know? I'm like, this doesn't look that much better than games that I could run fine. I specifically got this computer to run The Witcher 3 at max settings, and these games don't even look that much better than The Witcher 3, so why are they running so bad, you know? Nobody wants to fucking optimize anymore. I'm not even complaining about GPU prices. It's that, like, I mean, I'm never going to pay more than I can afford. Like, I am willing to pay the price of a new console for a PC upgrade. You know, that's where I've been, and that's where I'll always be. I guess that's kind of what makes me weird in a lot of ways, is that I hold the industry to standards that, like, they're not going to follow. I'm not arrogant enough to believe that people are going to look at me and go, oh, this one asshole, this one nerd from Michigan won't buy our thing unless it's this very specific thing. Let's change it. It's just, I don't know, I feel like everyone should have standards like that. And if they did, things would get a lot better. It's like, I remember like when Netflix first came out, I was like, all right, I got Netflix. If people want me to watch something on a streaming service, they put it on Netflix. Otherwise, I'm pirating it. And, well, that's what it's been ever since. All these new streaming services come out, and I don't even use them because why should I? Just put it on Netflix. I already paid for that. And if everyone did what I did, if everyone just picked their favorite service and then pirated everything else, we wouldn't have the problem we have today, where there's a million and one different streaming services, all like getting more and more expensive to try to compete for your attention. You know. That's why I like Steam, honestly. Steam's whole thing of, like, Steam's monopoly is one of the better things because they're not competing with Epic, they're competing with piracy. Like, Steam understands and Gabe Newell understands that if they fuck up, people will just stop paying for video games altogether, you know? There's no other service better than Steam, so if there's ever something that stops me from wanting to use Steam, if it ever gets so shitty that I can't use it anymore, then, well, I'm just not going to pay for video games anymore. Also, I wish people knew how easy it was to pirate things. Hello. Hello, little guy. What's your name? Your name is Domesticated Guar. Nice to meet you, fella. There's a mod I was trying to get running that lets me ride these guys, but I was never able to get it working properly. Drinking his water. That's cute. Also, yeah, the shadows are gorgeous. But yeah, no, like, whenever I play a new game, I'm just like, this game doesn't look good enough to justify this performance hit. Like, I don't know what graphical setting is being used or what development technique is being used to, like, make games that don't look that great and still run like shit, you know? But, can you not? Can you stop it, please? It could also just be an extension of the games industry kind of going, of the AAA games industry kind of going to shit, to be honest, you know? Like, we don't have as much time to test games and optimize them and make all the little changes we need to make sure a game runs great, because we got to put it out as soon as possible and immediately recoup on investment. Which is understandable, you know? And it used to be way worse, to be honest. Like, there used to be a time, I mean, I'm sure you guys remember, there was a time where you'd buy a PC game and it just might not work at all. You know? And that's that. Alright, new town. I believe this is Pelagiad, right? Pelagiad? Yes, Pelagiad. We'll stop here for a bit, talk to some people, buy some things, sell some things. I'm hoping to get an alchemy kit, because I need to get rid of all these extra ingredients. And I'd like to start brewing potions and leveling my alchemy. Look at the grass, ain't that pretty? Hello there, sir.
I'm fine, thank you. What can I do for you?
Tell me about Pelagiad.
The Empire built a little fort here to guard the roads between Vivec, Satanine, Balmora, and points north. And then some veterans took their mustering out pay and built themselves some little farms here. And pretty soon there's a few shops.
You have to remember that shit, right?
It's a pleasant little village. If you didn't know better, you'd think you were in Daggerfall or some other high rock town.
Yeah, this is a nice little town. It's very like Daggerfall-y, very Oblivion-y. I totally get it. I also love the blue windows. They're just really pretty. If you're ever in the wilds of Michigan and you see just a Morrowind house on the hills, oh, look at that. That's awesome. Yeah, if you ever see a little Morrowind cottage, you'll know that's me living there, and I'll welcome you with open arms. Another book? I don't want to read a book right now. Hello, Madres.
Pleased to meet you, stranger. You planning to be in Pelagiad long? Then you'll want to know where the services are.
That's a new level of rich people shit, by the way. The idea of being so wealthy that you're like, I'm going to recreate this house from a video game so I can live in it. Tell me about the latest rumors, dude.
A rumor says the Emperor has repealed the war tax. We've heard nothing official here, but it's about damn time. We haven't had a war in 10 years.
If Balmora suddenly sprouts up in some third world country, you'll know that I have gotten rich and gone mad with power. like, hey, what's going on over there? Why is Balmora
thinking of setting yourself up as a mercenary or questing hero? Not much call for that around here. Rats and the occasional bandit are our only problems.
Who decided to put Good Springs in Michigan? My trade. But yeah, also, like, I want to go to places, like, one of my dreams now is to make the New Vegas pilgrimage. Go to, like, all the towns from New Vegas, but in real life, and meet, like, the people that they base the they based the characters off of. There's somebody in our chat, somebody in our community named Skelly who actually did that, and I was super jealous.
I'm an acrobat. As an entertainer, my job is to amaze and amuse my patrons. But in my more discreet vocation as a second-story man and connoisseur of treasures and secrets, my job is to come and go without attracting notice, and to effectively discourage pursuit when I am noticed. Running, swimming, or leaping, my art is to leave my less agile, less swift pursuit behind.
That's fair. No, I want to go, though. I need to just put your profile picture on the aristocrat looking down on the people meme after just saying that. Man. Local meth addict professional stand-up comic stopped me and my brother and alluded to killing us if we didn't identify ourselves and whatnot. Well, that's fucked. That was a random encounter. Jesus. That's one hell of a random encounter, Jingle. Did you pass the speech check?
Mebestian Ents, the Breton, he's a trader, deals in a bit of everything. Ulernil is a high elf and fair smith. Shadbak Gra Burbug is the smith at Fort Pelagiad. The Imperial Cult Shrine is at Fort Pelagiad, with a healing altar, and Igfa the healer sells cure potions. Ladia Flarugrius and Anasi are trainers. You can usually find them at the Halfway Tavern.
You guys ever seen that fucking episode of South Park? It's one of my favorite episodes. It reminds this. We passed and he let us go after seeing my photos. Little sketchy bar at the front and an old schoolhouse. That sounds exactly like Good Springs. It is not in IRL. Good Springs. Aw. So, there's an episode of South Park where all the parents of all the kids are really getting into investigation discovery. And like they're getting like weird, like it's basically about how like people watch stuff about serial killers and true crime shit for like weird fetish reasons, but it like predicted it like 20 years before it became a thing on like people crushing on serial killers and shit, like on Instagram and shit, you know. But basically all the parents were really getting into like Dateline and investigation discovery and like getting like really obsessed about it till one of the parents killed another one of the parents, recreating a kill from the episode. And so the kids all got together and parental blocked the investigation discovery and Dateline on all their parents' DVRs, so they couldn't watch it anymore. And the password was "How do you tame a horse in Minecraft?" So they had to figure out how to do that. So then all the parents start playing Minecraft, but then they all become too obsessed with Minecraft and start like building weird block structures in the town. So all the kids stop them from playing Minecraft. Informative murder porn. Yeah, exactly. The murder porn episode. And so the kids are like, oh man, all dad does anymore is play Minecraft. And so they put parental blocks on Minecraft too. And so all the parents went outside and started building these weird fucked up blocky structures. Oh, I love that episode. It was a good one. South Park's awesome. That would be a fun day. That'd be a fun time, just chilling and I mean, I gotta find a website that I could like do that with, you know. Maybe what I'd probably do? I'd probably like stream it on Twitch and just be like, hey, this is a commentary track for a South Park stream. We're watching South Park. You can join the Discord if you want to watch along with us, you know? And I'll do a screen share in the Discord, and then in chat will just be our voices, or my voice, you know? Mine and the subscribers' voices as we just chill and watch South Park. That'd be fun. Alright. Imperial Cult.
Pelagiad's Imperial Cult Shrine is in Fort Pelagiad, at the eastern end of the main street. The altar there cures disease and poison, and Igfa, the healer, sells cure potions.
Tell me about someone in particular.
Angaril of Vulcal Guard is the boss of Fort Pelagiad. Dralasa Remothran is the publican of the Halfway Trade House. Nobody else important I can think of. And if you're looking for someone in jail, you need to look in the fort, of course.
Of course. Tell me about a specific place.
Pelagiad is a small place. Just the Halfway Trade House, a couple of merchants, a few colonists, and Fort Pelagiad. Most of us are outlanders, colonists from the Empire.
That's awesome,
adventurers
Ghost.
Looking for our fortunes. To the west of town, roads lead southwest to Satanine, south to Ebonheart, southeast through the Ascadian Isles to Vivec, and north to Balmora. We have no travel services, but walking is good exercise.
Indeed it is. Well, it's been great talking to you, Madres. You're the nicest man I've ever met with the name that means moms. So I'm heading downstairs. This is nice, too. A nice little cozy hideaway. Hell yeah. Thunderbringer through the ringer. Hello. 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 Hey, Kunthar, I want to talk to you. Stop walking. Acknowledge me. Apply directly to the forehead.
Pleased to meet you, stranger. You planning to be in Pelagiad long? Then you'll want to know where the services are.
Tell me the latest rumors, Kunthar.
The Legion in Nissus is orcs, mostly. But word is that they're recruiting for anyone over there.
Oh, interesting. What's your trade, buddy?
I'm a barbarian and proud of it. I like the wilderness. I know how to live comfortably off the land. I know the various creatures of the wild, how to hunt them, what bits are good to eat, and what bits the city folk will pay for. I know weapons and armor, and how to stay healthy. But I can play soldier for pay. But I hate taking orders. I'd rather live by hunting.
Alright, well, take care, Kunthar. What's cool, though, is topics we've already discussed will start to be grayed out, so, like, early game is going to be a lot of just lengthy-ass conversation wiki diving. Before, later on, we'll get to actually, like... Oh, by the way, love this look. For the,
All right, I'm listening.
For the Bosmer, like, the black eyes are really cool to me. Hey, dude.
Outlanders.
Hey, Yakum.
What? Yakum, me, speak Ashland, not speak so good, old elf, sorry?
Oh, it's okay. What's your trade, buddy?
I'm a lovable rogue, a silver-tongued devil with a taste for the better things in life. But lovable as I am...
So that accent was fake.
Upset with me, and so I must fight. Purely in self-defense, you understand. I like light armor and short blades for self-defense. Heavy armor and heavy weapons just tire you out. But I train with various different weapon types and armor types, so I can improvise when the situation demands it.
Hell yeah. What services are available here in town?
Ents, the Breton. He's a trader, deals in a bit of everything. Ulernil is a high elf.
Ulernil.
Smith. Shadbak Raburbug is the smith at Fort Pelagiad. The Imperial Cult Shrine is at Fort Pelagiad, with a healing altar. And Igfa the healer sells cure potions. Ladia Florugrius and Anasi are trainers. You can usually find them here at the halfway
I love
tavern.
These names.
And they say the Thieves Guild has some people in Pelagiad. But why would I know anything about that?
Yeah, why would you? Why'd you bring up the Thieves Guild?
The Thieves Guild doesn't have public guild halls, but they do tend to gather at a single location, usually a corner club or trade house, in larger towns. Look for guild operatives in Balmora, Aldrun, Sadrith Mora, and the foreign quarter of Vivec.
Vivec. That shit might fly in Vivec, but... Alright, what's downstairs? Okay, just the taps and stuff. God, there's something to be said for, like, the attention to detail in, like, Elder Scrolls and Bethesda interiors as a whole. I'm always super impressed by this shit. It's so simple, but boy am I impressed by it. Thunder, bring her through the...
Tell your friends about this place.
Will do. Well, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna AFK for a bit. I gotta go top off my coffee. I won't be gone long. I'll see you guys in a minute. Through the ringer.
What was that?
Ow! There's no more pizza. My day is ruined. Hello, Drillassa.
Food and beds, or both at the same time? Your choice.
Nah. Alright. Beds?
Yes, we have one available. It's 10 gold for the rest of the day. Do you want it?
No.
Okay, just ask again if you change your mind.
Food?
We've got local fare. It's filling and priced to move. We've got the local brews, grief, sheen, maste, and sujama. They're cheap and full of kick. I've got the good stuff, too, behind the counter. Cyrodiilic brandy and Flynn. But it ain't cheap.
Tell me about Cyrodiilic brandy.
Cyrodiilic brandy, an invigorating and stimulating alcoholic beverage, is imported and expensive in Morrowind, but it is claimed to have none of the unpleasant side effects of other intoxicants. I hear it fortifies willpower and endurance. I don't know myself. I save this for paying customers.
Good point. What about Flynn?
Imported Cyrodiilic whiskey is called Flynn. This stimulating beverage is imported and expensive, but has none of the unpleasant side effects of other intoxicating beverages. A sharp boost in strength and willpower is what most people experience.
I love food. I do love food. I love food in RPGs that gives you buffs. I always thought that was a really cool idea. I always love how, like in Monster Hunter, you get to have a big meal with the palicos before you go out on a hunt, so you can get all buffed up. What about grief?
The native Cumbery brandy is locally called grief.
Cornberry.
Grief is a strong stimulant, but like all intoxicants, it has to impair physical coordination.
Thank you so much for the follow, MWSE. Also, welcome. Alright, tell me more about Maste.
Maste is a local beer brewed from fermented salt rice. Cheap, plentiful, and invigorating, this beverage is very popular, despite its dulling effect of wit and judgment. For the price, folks are willing to feel dumb and weak-willed, so long as they feel really strong.
So it's the Berserker Ale. Gotcha. What's your trade?
I am a publican. I have food to buy and beds for lodgers. I also know the neighborhood and can share the local lore, or if you prefer, I can give you a little Morrowind lore. I also am likely to have heard the latest rumors, and I'm happy to share them with you in the spirit of fellowship.
So I'm actually, I actually downloaded Skyrim Home of the Nords, Tamriel Rebuilt, and what was the third one? Province Cyrodiil. I downloaded all three of those before I started playing. And I'm debating on whether or not I want to install them, because like I'm really excited to play them, but I don't know if I wanted to, like, because this is my first playthrough of Morrowind. So I was like, do I want to mix those in and have them be part of my first Morrowind experience, or do I want to do them afterwards as like an epilogue campaign? You know, treat them like expansions, like treat them like a follow-up to Tribunal and Blood Moon. But the one I'm most excited for is Province Cyrodiil. I love seeing like Oblivion through the I love seeing Skyrim and Oblivion through the lens of Morrowind. It's a really cool look. Like the way that I love the way that Skyrim looks in Home of the Nords and everything. The Warlocracy videos basically sold me on them. And I also want to play of Ashen Blight, but that mod seems to be in like a weird state of flux where I haven't been able to find it. Or did it get removed? I don't remember, but like the one that basically enhances the mainland. PC is in Anvil right now. Nice. PC and Anvil. Yeah, Province Cyrodiil. Hell yeah, nice. No, I like the thing that made me like go from like, oh, that's neat to I need to play this now is learning about the arena in Province Cyrodiil. The fucking arena in Province Cyrodiil is like professional wrestling. There's actually like storylines and characters and shit, and you have to like play the role of a character and actually sell and be that character. It's really cool. Because it's like, it's part real fight, part stage play. And it's like basically in-universe WWE, but for Elder Scrolls. Morrowind lore. Tell me some Morrowind lore.
Imperials worship powerful spirits, but are they the right spirits? They are powerful, but are they good? We used to worship the Daedra, but now we worship the true gods, the Tribunal, and the Daedra serve the true gods in fear and humility.
Ha! Try saying that to Azura and see what happens. Holy shit. Sheehan.
The native Comberry wine is locally called
Comberry. I always read it as cornberry.
Sheen is a strong stimulant, but using it results in impaired judgment. You may gain a lot of endurance, but you won't be very smart.
Yeah, I don't think the Daedra believe that. I don't think the Daedra are bowing down to the fucking Tribunal. Sujama.
Local Dunmer liquor, Sujama, is extremely potent, and indulgence results in elevated spirits and diminished mental faculties. Has a kick like a guar, very strong and just as stupid.
So like what are like? Because okay, so like okay, we have Marin's Dagon, Malak. Like so, we have the House of Troubles, right? The House of Troubles are like openly opposed to the Tribunal. And like Sheogorath's part of the House of Troubles because he threw that big ass rock at Vivec that's still floating to this day.
Where is that slave?
It's like suspended in space.
All right, I'm listening.
Hi, lady. Hey, Nalos.
Nice to meet you, stranger. You planning to be in Pelagiad long? Then you'll want to know where the services are.
Tell me about your race.
We are the dark-skinned, red-eyed, elven people of Morrowind. The Westerners call us Dark Elves, but we prefer to call ourselves Dunmer.
Man, I remember talking to people on the old Oblivion Facebook page way back when. God, it's like it was in the lead up to Skyrim's release, so it was like 2010. And I remember every single fucking time I said Dark Elf, people would correct me, and I got so pissed. Like, I would just say that, like, I'm like, the name is in the fucking menu. They're called High Elves, Wood Elves, and Dark Elves. Fuck you. Stop it. Also, what the hell is this chest? What is this robe? That's so creepy. I don't like that. Anyway, hello. Hello, Anasi. It's actually, it's Dunmer. God.
Anasi listens. Anasi hears.
What's your background, Anasi?
Anasi does nothing important.
Why are you wearing the symbol of Paimon?
Do not worry. Just don't smoke weed, or you will be possessed by a demon and killed.
Thought they were Wood Elves. Typical Imperial racism. Fuck!
Anasi is a monk in mind and spirit. Anasi is a student of the hidden mysteries of the unseen world. In body, Anasi is a student of the ancient martial arts. The reign of Stand.
The reign of Stand. Yes.
This is my stand, cat scratch fever. The reign of Sand style of home. When Anasi must defend herself, Anasi prefers claw and close, and wears no armor, because what Anasi does not have, Anasi cannot lose.
I see. Tell me about the Thieves Guild, Anasi.
Why are you asking me? Maybe you'd like to join the Thieves Guild?
Yeah.
Tell you what, why not visit the South Wall Corner Club in Balmora? Spend some time there, ask around. If people like what they see, maybe you'll learn something.
Goodbye.
Sarah?
Sarah? I like it. Oh, man. I love these voices so much. Hello, lady.
New around here, huh? I'm Ladia Florugrius.
Florugrius.
You looking for someone in particular? Or some specific place? Or you looking for some services?
You're my new Morrowind lore YouTuber. Get talking. The two criminal guilds here are the Kamana Tong, the Native Criminal Syndicate, and the Thieves Guild, the Imperial Newcomers. The Thieves Guild is fighting for its life against the ruthless and well-established Kamana Tong. Yeah, tell me about the Imperials. People keep mentioning them. Our civilization has brought peace and prosperity to all Tamriel. We place our faith in hard work, education, and discipline. We prefer free trade and diplomacy, but are not ashamed to use force. Yeah, I'm well aware of that last part. You're called the Imperials. I'd assume that's, you know, my trade. I am a savant. That's not something people would normally self-identify as. I am a woman of wide learning and cosmopolitan tastes, a well-traveled woman, educated and refined in manner, able to converse with various topics with authority, and a woman ever ready to defend her honor and the honor of my companions. In short, you see before you a gentlewoman. I can discourse upon history, speechcraft, language, and customs, and for a fee, I offer training that will permit you to share a few of my many virtues. What kind of services are around here?
Mebestian Ents, the Breton, he's a trader, deals in a bit of everything. Ulernil is a high elf and fair armorer. Fort Pelagiad has Imperial Legion services. Some folks offer training, but you have to know the right people. And who are the right people? If you don't know, I can't tell you. And they say the Thieves Guild has some people in Pelagiad. But why would I know anything about that?
So we have Dunmer, Bosmer, Altmer... Keimer, Dwemer. Orsimer. Lots of myrrh. Lots of elves. Lots of elves. You have men and myrrh. Men and elves. And then Nord, Imperial, Argonian. Yeah, Argonian, the third type of men. Lizardmen. Siltstrider. Siltstriders carry passengers and cargo between settlements on Vardenfell. Fares depend on distance to be traveled. Siltstriders are giant. I already read this. We read this earlier.
Well, I suppose if you were born yesterday, you might not know what the Thieves Guild is. Can you read? Then look for a copy of Honor Among Thieves.
I think they can really enhance the experience, but they can't go too far. Like, I think this isn't an Elder Scrolls game, but I think the best implementation of survival mechanics in an Elder Scrolls adjacent game is in New Vegas. I think that the hardcore mode in New Vegas is actually a really good way of doing it. Basically making it so you have to maintain your character without it being too overbearing. Not relying too much on temperature or anything too, because the moment you bring in like temperature, it becomes a nightmare to navigate in some of the games, and it kind of kills the flow. Like Skyrim is a game that how do I put it? I always play Skyrim without fast travel. I play all these games without fast travel because it's just how I like to play. The pacing of travel suddenly being slowed down because you can't walk through an area or else you'll die really kills the flow of the game and makes it a lot less fun for me. I don't think I like the implementation of the official survival mode. I did enjoy the I Need mod, which is similar to New Vegas. You get hungry, you get thirsty, and you need to sleep. And having a simple thing that goes, hey, look, you're hungry, eat something, is not bad. Makes the food matter a lot more, and it makes cooking matter a lot more. I just think that I just don't like the implementation of the survival mod that was included in the anniversary edition of of Skyrim, and I don't enjoy Fallout 4's survival mode either. I think the hardcore mode in New Vegas is basically the ideal, and that's what people should do. Anyway, hi lady. I love these tapestries, they're so pretty. Hello. I have not played Ashfall. I do want to play the mods like
head on.
Apply directly to the forehead.
What do you think you're doing in here? Go away now.
I was just saying hello. Okay. But yeah, like Frostfall, Ashfall, Dust, things that are like a complete gameplay rebalance, I actually really want to try, especially if it has unique content. Hello. Pleased to meet you, stranger. You planning to be in Plagiad long? Then you'll want to know what the services are. What's your trade and why is there a spider on your chest? I am a sorcerer. Through my Master of Special Disciplines in the College of Conjuration, and my private studies of the outer realms and their powers and principalities, I have learned to summon and command their denizens to do my bidding. I do these things for coin, or to suit my own interests. I am also an enchanter, enchanting items for my own use and the use of others. My skill with enchantments also makes me more efficient in using enchanted items that I collect on my research expeditions. Like, I really want to play the Dust mod for Fallout New Vegas. That looks like really awesome. Super creepy, and it's also like exploring the lore in an interesting way. Like, what if everything that could possibly go wrong in New Vegas' campaign went wrong and you have to deal with the aftermath of it? Super cool. Hello, oh, hi there.
Peace of the Nine to you.
Peace of the Nine to you, sir. We have a guard tower that I can't get into. Hello there. What's your background, Imperial Guard? Give me some advice. If you want to improve a skill you're terrible at, it's worth paying for a little training. Just to get you started. Sure, you can teach yourself, but it can be slow and frustrating. Yeah, that'll probably be my late game gold sink, is just upgrading my armor. You get to wear cool pink armor? That's awesome. So yeah, I also got an Imperial Guard variety mod, so it's not all Imperials now. They're like different races, which is pretty cool. Oh, I know this guy has some unique dialogue. Hello.
Peace of the Nine to you.
Pleased to meet you, stranger.
Alright, what's your background, buddy?
I'm an Imperial archer.
What's your trade?
I'm an archer. I'm the kind of fighter who hates getting hurt, so I ambush with my marksman weapons from a distance and then run like crazy when I can. and fight with long blades or spears when I must. I prefer spears because they are longer, and I keep farther from things trying to hurt me. That sounds cowardly to you. You better stick with tin suits and fat axes. Fat asses. Alright, sorry. Oh, his helmet looks a little bit fucked up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me get a good look at that. Yeah, that... Your helmet looks terrible, bro. That's an issue. Let's see if that's consistent. Oh, cool. Leopard. Alright.
Hello, citizen.
Okay, your armor looks good. You have weird nipples on your armor, but besides from that, you have... Oh, yeah. Oh. Something tells me that, whatever upresing was done with these textures was not done by hand. Something tells me, there might have been some AI involved. I'll have to look into that. Might have to find a different texture pack for the armor. Hate to see it. Looks fine from a distance, but when you get up close and start looking at it, you're like, oh, wait a minute, that's weird. There's a person upstairs who has like a ton of info on magic and shit, but we'll talk to them later. I just don't want to get bogged down here. And to see where our quest takes us. I think we've stopped here long enough. We'll come back at a later time. Let's stop by the trade house real quick. Actually, let's... I want to get a taste of all the ingredients I have, so that I can sell them and make room for more. Once I get an alchemy kit, I'll start collecting ingredients again, but for now, they're just things I can sell. Hello.
Welcome back to
I'd like a bed, please.
Yes, we have one available.
Yes.
Great, the bed is yours. At the end of the hall upstairs, you'll find it unlocked. Enjoy your stay in Pelagiad.
Alright, will do. But yeah, is Ashfall like, just like I need, or is it, like, does it have like original content and stuff in it, like Dust? Because from the title I thought it was like Dust, but I'm not sure if it is or not. Ooh, take that. Oh, shit. See, this is the problem I was running into, is I have all this stuff on me that I can't carry. You know what, I'll leave my Colovian fur helm, how about that? That'll be my parting gift for the end. Alright, we'll go ahead and rest. Let's taste test all these ingredients and then sleep for the night. So we have Ampule Pod, Ash Yam, Black Antler. In fact, let's just eat all of them. Fuck it. This isn't gonna take forever or anything. What a gross sound. Ugh. Glorp. Glorp. So when it says it has no effect on me, is that saying like it's not working and that I'm not... Okay, I'm guessing that's because my alchemy skill's low. Yeah, it's only 30. Hopefully this will increase it. Oh, that's skooma. I haven't got to use my skooma yet. I need to. I'm hoping to have like a good collection of potions I can use for different things by the end. Power myself up like Geralt of Rivia. We got Corkball Brute. We got Crab Meat. Yummy. Now I'm hoping that when I leave this menu I don't just fucking die. That would be a real bummer. Gold Canets. Yummy, I'm so full from random alchemy ingredients. There's gotta be a faster way of doing this. Holy shit. There we go. That's better. Hunger, thirst, temperature, camping, mechanic, cooking, crafting, and ashfall. Okay, okay. That's way better. Yeah, you just hold down shift and it goes faster. Learn something new every day.
Okay, it didn't kill me, thank goodness. Oh, I have 49. I have fucking 49 Luminous Risala, good lord. Oh man, rat meat, resin, salt rice, scales, scamp skin. You ignore, you get some penalties. Okay, Scathe Rod. Yeah, that's what I like. I like it when it's a debuff and not a kill too. But it is really funny. I have in like New Vegas specifically. I'm like, all right, well, I'll be doing my hardcore playthrough, and I'll be like, I don't feel like walking all the way back. I'm gonna fast travel, and I just die when I get to my destination. Oh yeah, buffs are awesome. Like, food and drink buffs. Like, I think, like, that should be the... Like, I think that's how, like, meals should be handled. Like, if you have, like, a piece of chicken, whatever, you know, fine. I love the way that Breath of the Wild handled food, where it's like... moon sugar has no effect on me, why live then? Where, like, the food you make gives you, like, long-lasting buffs that'll help you in whatever task you want to do. Like, the way the Monster Hunter handles it also is really good. I really like food buffs in games, and I wish more games would do them. What happened to that Kajitu came in earlier? Oh, she went up to her room and ate, like, all of her drugs and then died. Oh, okay. Put your clothes back on. Good lord, the drugs are getting to her. She's getting freaky. Put your clothes back. God damn it. I keep trying to feed her, but I keep accidentally undressing her. Oh no. Currently playing it with plus Bardic Inspiration, play loot, learn songs, play at taverns, enjoy of painting. Oh, in the game? That's really cool. I might... that's tempting. Like, the Bardic Inspiration thing seems fun. I always love... there isn't enough, like... Because, like, bards are always part of the lore, but very few games support playing as a bard, you know? There was a game called Wander Song, which is a rhythm adventure RPG where you actually play as a bard and play music to support a party of adventurers. But yeah, I love getting food and drink buffs from games. They're really fun. That's really cool. I thought the way that, like, The Witcher handled food was pretty cool, too. Like, specifically The Witcher 3. Or no, all The Witcher. Like, Witcher 1 and 3 especially. As, like, being the alternatives to potions, where it's like... I mean, Skyrim does it that way, too, where it's like, yeah, you could drink your hard-earned potion, or you could eat some cheese and instead use that to heal up instead. So, like, with The Witcher, I'll use water. Like, I'll have Geralt drink a bunch of water during the fight rather than using a potion to heal up, because potions require a rest, and they require ingredients and other things, so... I'm nervous about The Witcher 4. I hope it's good. I hope it gets into, like, what makes series gameplay unique. You know? More sorcery-based shit would be really cool. Being able to engage in sorcery in that would be awesome. But I don't know, because Witcher 3 was, like, such a perfect ending, I don't even get why they're making another one. I mean, I'm guessing they're probably doing it to get some goodwill back. I just didn't get the impression we'd ever get another Witcher game. Or play a Breton artist traveling Morrowind, making sketches and playing music and adventures. That's great. That's fantastic. I love that. That's such a cute RP. Alright, we're going to rest until we're healed. Alright, we should be fine now. And we have a lot more inventory space. So yeah, we'll just... any new ingredients we haven't eaten before, we'll just eat them. And eventually we'll get the stuff we need to do alchemy, and then we'll do alchemy. But I think for now, best thing we can do is move on to Balmora. Stop hanging out in town and talking to NPCs so much, you know, let our questing kind of lead us where we're going. If we have a quest that brings us back here, we'll come back here, otherwise we'll do our own thing. But I mean, that's Elder Scrolls as a whole, right? Getting sidetracked, doing funny little going on fun little adventures. I've honestly always had a hard time role-playing in Elder Scrolls. I've just never quite found I don't know, I've always found myself... I've always found it difficult just sticking to my character, you know? I'll always feel like I want to go off and do something else. But like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a game where I did RP really. Like, I think more restrictive class-based games I have an easier time role-playing. Like when I play something like Baldur's Gate, you know. Baldur's Gate I have a much easier time, or Divinity I have a much easier time role-playing. World of Warcraft even, where it's just my character's a rogue. I can get into some rogue RP pretty easy. Honestly, I just get kind of lonely and I feel weird whenever I roleplay in an Elder Scrolls game, because the mechanics don't really, like, I don't know, like, they support it, they just don't, I don't feel like I'm being rewarded for my role-playing, usually. That's what it is. I don't feel like it, because, like, Fallout is very similarly super open, and I feel like that game is constantly rewarding me for picking a role and sticking with it, you know? Like, when I play my fucking gunslinger cowboy type character, there's always dialogue I can pick that fits him, you know? Or like an insane raider. Even, like, there's always dialogue there to, like, support me. Dialogue or choices and quests, you know? Whereas Elder Scrolls has always been very, like... It's more systems focused. So, you're not going to be told no, but you're not really told yes either, I guess is the way I'd put it. So that's why it's always felt very, like, unfulfilling for me to roleplay in Elder Scrolls. Like, right now, my character... I always roleplay. I always try to do a little bit of roleplay. I always try to think about what she's doing, you know? Khajiit, Kitty Combo, Feline the Third. She is the grandchild or child of my Daggerfall character. She has a fighting style that's a combination of a bunch of different shit, primarily so I can do all the guilds in the game, but also because, like, the style of I wanted to make, like, a magical character who uses their fists, like a monk who's powered by magic. I always love that concept. And, like, I feel like Elder Scrolls is one of the few series that actually supports that, you know? Well, the global mods, there are too many quests, like 10,000 hours of content, might as well choose what you do. Yeah. Oh, yeah, at that point I totally get it. But, like, I look at, like, the Warlocracy video where he has his character Gvemp and everything, and, like, role plays as, like, a sketchy alchemist. I always love that idea. Maybe I'll get more into it as time goes on. I kind of want to make, like, a Redguard, like a Redguard Ronin character, like a wandering swordswoman. Oh, what you got? Hello, friend. Ooh, you're tough. That sword bit hard. Oof. Oof. Okay, hold up. All right, retreat. Run away! Run away! Hop. Ah, yes, cowardice. Let's go. You know, maybe, like, I've been thinking I want to go back and play Daggerfall again, because, yeah, my last playthrough I did for that was very unsatisfying. I don't know. We'll see what happens. For now, though, cat girl monk powered by skooma. Fist fighter, cat girl kung fu master powered by skooma and magic is the way I'm going. Oh, I knocked her out. Damn. Right. Oh, right. Yeah, because even though my hands do damage, I can still knock her out cold. Oh god, I forgot to repair my gear. Better be sure to do that when I get back to town. Let's look at my hands real quick. All right, so my gloves are still on. That's good. And you're deaded. 7-11 on that short blade. You can take my dagger, and I'll take your sword. How about that? For in the future, when I need to start training up my sword. Also, every now and again, I'll hear a piece of terminology that I really like. I was looking into. Yo, thank you so much for the follow, friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Recently, I was getting into RuneScape, and like in that game, players refer to they don't say grinding, they say training. Like I'm training this skill. I'm not grinding this skill. I'm training it. I really like that as a language shift. It feels I don't want to say more honest, but it's more positive. I like that. God, I wish I would have stolen some shuriken or something now, because I could have chucked it at this person. All right.
You will die where you stand.
All right, give it your best shot, bud. He sure gave it his best shot. Jesus Christ. Hey, I just started playing Morrowind. How do you restore personality? You might have a disease. Go ahead and what you want to do is head to the temple in Balmora. You can reach the temple in Balmora by hitting the entrance and walking all the way to the back, past the Fighters Guild, past the Mages Guild, and head to, I think, the bottom floor. And at one of the shrines, you can pray and have your disease cured. If you've had your personality drained, it's probably because of a disease, and you can deal with it that way. Alrighty, back to it. Rest until we're healed. And I don't think I'm ready to fight him yet. I think I need a... I'm going to wait until I get an alteration. I'm going to wait till I get a shield spell before I fight him. Ooh. Wow. Pretty. Where's the moons? Oh, okay. Doesn't matter which shrine? No. No, every shrine will offer a cure disease. As far as I know. Lick the fungi. Alright. The big ones or the little ones? I'll lick one of the big ones. Alright. Oh, hell yeah, it's a scrib. What's going on, buddy? Alright. Our dance is complete. Do they eat mushroom trees in Fantasy Worlds? Yeah, maybe. Wouldn't that be great, though? Like, you're hungry, you could just walk by the mushroom tree, take your dagger out, and just strip off a bit of mushroom. Your character looks snatched. What does that mean? God, why are her tits so huge? It's the fucking body mod I have installed. It's gotta be. But what does that mean, Obi? For sure, body mod. Okay. Fair enough. I actually downloaded the non-horny version, too. Like, it's not a nude mod, it's just it has the same model, I guess.
Welcome.
Hello.
Please don't be shy. I'm listening.
Howdy. What brings you to the road?
Begging your pardon. Have you seen a bandit nearby? I must find him.
A bandit nearby?
Yes, I was just walking along here, minding my own business. Suddenly a bandit jumped at me from behind. He was a dark elf, a strong, dashing dark elf. He didn't harm me in any way. Although he did take my jewels. He was quite gentle, and he talked to me for what seemed like forever.
Jewels?
What's that? Oh, never mind the jewels. I just want to find the bandit again. He was charming and funny, and I simply must see him again. His name? Nalos.
Hey,
Nalos
I know that guy.
Alma, a name that will stay on my lips for eternity. Please, I cannot live without knowing if he could ever love me. I have nothing to offer you in return, but could you not help me for the sake of love?
I will try and find this man, if only for love's sake.
You'll try? Thank you, so. I'm sure you'll be able to find him. He mentioned something about having to head north, so I imagine he might be found in Pelagiad. Please, if you find him, give him this glove for me, as a token of my love. I'm certain he will want to find me again.
It'd be funny as hell if I equipped that glove and just walked to Balmora. What does the glove do? Is there anything special about it? Hand-to-hand, 0 to 1. It has good... Yeah. Nah, just the glove. Alright, yeah, I'll head back to Pelagiad and spread the love, I guess. Bunny hopping back to Pelagiad. Beep, beep-a-dee-be-dee, beep. Who needs fast travel when you have bunny hopping? When you have bee hopping? There's this, I don't remember what the game's called, but it's a new boomer shooter that's out. But the main way of, like the main way of getting around quickly in the game is bee hopping. The shrine says I don't have a disease. Shit. Okay, what you want to do then is, up here should be your active effects. Mouse over the effect and see what it is. It could be a disease, it could be a curse. Just mouse over and see what it is. Oh wow, look at the windows. Isn't that pretty? You're gonna hear me saying that a lot. You're gonna hear me saying "isn't that pretty" a lot, because goddamn, this game's gorgeous. Aside from the armor, which looks bad, I'm gonna have to look into something. I'm gonna have to look into, like, a different armor texture pack than the one I have, because boy, is it ugly. That orange is just so yummy looking. It's like a Halloween candy corn orange. Now, does Nalos Anmar live here? No, it's Madres. Oh, the glowing... I love the glowing windows. It's so pretty. That's Yakum. Are you Nalos?
What is this about, Khajiit?
What is this regarding Khajiit?
Jesus Christ, people. Are you going to say what is this regarding Khajiit? Khajiit?
Greetings.
That's right. She likes me. Why don't you? Hey, Nalos.
I'd be happy to help you, if you'll tell me what you need.
I'm on Xbox. I'm not sure where to find that shit. Alright, I would say look it up. Look up, like, Morrowind Xbox Active Effects. That's what you're going to be looking for. That's what they call it in Skyrim, at least. Righty. Tell me about the latest rumors, Nalos.
And how do you think it was that bloated Imperial plutocrats got the charter to exploit the Caldera ebony deposits, and not a native great house or local colonist? Big fat bribes, I tell you. And friends in high places.
Little advice?
Things are pretty tame hereabouts, but get off the roads and head northwest into the Bitter Coast, or northeast into the Ashlanders, and things get a lot more interesting in a hurry.
Tell me some Morrowind lore.
A group called the Dissident Priests rebelled against Temple authority. The Temple outlawed the dissident priests and persecutes them.
What about the Thieves Guild?
It isn't easy to find out where Thieves Guild members meet. For obvious reasons, you have to look around and talk to the right people.
You're Nalos Anmar, right?
I'm Nalos. What do you want?
Here.
You have... What? How? Odd. She was a lovely young woman. But what would she want with a rogue like me? She is beautiful, though, and seemed sweet. For the first time in my life, I actually felt a little remorse for robbing someone. I should see her again. Here, take this. Tell her you have a note from Nalos. I must see her again. I won't forget this, friend.
A note from Nalos?
Yes. Just tell her you have a note from Nalos. I think she'll be happy with it.
What about the glove?
Until I'm with her again, I'll keep it close to my heart. Now go. She must get that letter.
Excuse me while I fill the glove with scrib jelly and then slide it down onto my... Never mind, I won't do that. God. Could you imagine, like, you come back and it's like, Nalos, hey, she's here! And you go upstairs into the inn room and he's there sitting on the bed with his pants off, making unblinking eye contact with the two of you as he thrusts into the glove. Bet you're all regretting tuning in right now. Holy shit. Those crimson eyes staring at you as he glove goons. The rise of the glove gooner. I gotta stop. Jesus Christ. Somebody stop me. Preferably lethally. Not gonna lie though, if I ever get a 360 or an Xbox One, I am definitely gonna get that Xbox version of Morrowind just for the experience of like playing it. Hell, after this, I'm probably going to fall asleep listening to the Patrician video on this, on Morrowind. He played the Xbox version for the video, and it's fucking crazy looking, man. Holy shit, Alex, please, not in front of the Skyrim fans. Yeah, isn't it crazy how sexless Skyrim feels compared to, like, the earlier games? Like, this series got, like, increasingly less horny over time. Hello, Murray.
I must find that bandit. I believe he's in Pelagiad. Perhaps he'll come back to find me, though.
But what of your jewels?
Yes, they were taken, but that's of little importance. It's the man who took them I must find.
Can I have them? Here's a note from Nalos, by the way.
He gave you a letter to give to me? Wonderful. Thank you so. I knew that he cared. You know, you didn't have to do all of this.
That's why they don't want Dunmer and Windhelm. They're jerking off into all their gloves.
You should visit my friend Barnand Erily in
Tel Brenora.
He's a wonderful person, and I think the two of you would get along famously.
Okay, little rep boost for a random NPC. Like, the faces look amazing, but, like, all the clothing HD textures look fucky. They look grimy and nasty. I might actually uninstall them, I don't know. And that is why the modders created the thirsty mods. Indeed. Oh, you can see a dwarven temple in the distance. That's awesome. Hey, sorry to keep bothering you, but there's no effect I can see, and I've tried all the options on the Shrine in Balmora. So, let me help you out. I'm gonna see if I can figure it out myself and pass the info along to you. And my mouse cursor is gone. That's something I've never had happen before. Okay, cool. Morrowind, Xbox, active effects. Is there a list of active effects? Open inventory. I'm on the Xbox either way. You probably did not activate the right shrine. Only the Shrine of Veloth and the Shrine of Tribunal. Okay. You need to use the Shrine of Veloth or the Shrine of the Tribunal. I was wrong. I'm sorry. You want to use the Restore All Attributes option. You can also drink a potion for the attribute. Where are the megafauna? Oh, mammoths. Mammoths, Obi. Mammoths, if we're talking only big mammals, mammoths, probably. And then there's the giant sky whales, which are supposed to be in Skyrim, but they didn't put them in the game. Never mind, listen to Alex. Yo, thank you for the vouch, Scissors. I appreciate it, man. Actually, let me check my Twitch real quick. I might have missed a message or something. I can't see, like, subs or anything on Restream. Okay, we got follows, we got Kajita's Wares, we got a subscribe, we got a sub. Hell yeah. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. And also, I apologize for the follower only. It's just bots are a real nuisance. So I'm not trying to trick you guys into following or anything. I get it. I get that can be annoying sometimes. So just letting you guys know that. I'm just leaving the chat and follower only because I have zero patience for bots. Oh, look, another cave. Let's explore the... Oh, God, that's so pretty. Like, I love this. I love, like, how it looks like the cornberries have been... The comberries have been painted onto the leaves. I think that's a really cool look. Good to see ya. Thank you, edgelords. You have a good one, man. I don't know how long I'm going to stream tonight. As long as there's people talking in chat, and as long as I'm having a good time, we'll keep going. I don't really have a set time or anything. I want to start streaming once a week. Oh, it's trapped. Okay, let's switch over to the probe. There we go. Alright, let's back it up to the entrance. Maybe I can rest here. No, alright. We're gonna rest till we're healed, and then we're gonna head back in. Here we go. Got my gloves. Good to see you too, man. Thanks for being here. Hello. Is that a Nyx hound? Oh lordy coming, let's go. Doesn't have a lot of armor. I'm gonna pull it back to the entrance so I don't gotta deal with his friend. No, you come here. Damn. Thanks for the hound meat.
Now you die.
Okay. She's almost dead already. Oh shit. Pop off. Alright. Stupid!
Stupid!
Got her. Got ourselves a chitin claymore. Mesh leather. Alright. Most valuable thing she owns is the claymore. Meow, 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 meow. Excellent, thank you. I'm glad it worked out for you, man. Yeah, that's the scary thing in this game, is sometimes things will just happen like that. Oh, hey, I leveled up! Cool, after I beat the shit out of this alien dog, I'll go sleep and level up. I was wondering why I didn't level up earlier. I was like, wow, this is taking a minute. Be a little bit dangerous, my friend. Alright, let's go sleep. Damn it. Alright, we're gonna have to clear the cave first. I mean, I don't need a bed to sleep. I can just go outside. I don't know. Felt wrong, you know? Rest until we're healed. Boop, boop. Alright! Was that Epic the Musical based? Oh, hell yeah, man. I watched it. I watched the whole thing the other day. After we watched a bit of it on stream, and I've been fucking obsessed with it since watching it. It's so good. I've added like a bunch of the tracks to the stream playlist. If we weren't playing Morrowind, we'd probably be listening to it right now if not for Morrowind. After I beat the shit out of this alien dog was not what I expected to hear after I entered the stream. Hey Arden, good to see you, man. Yes, that was Epic the Musical. I've been listening to it nonstop the last few days. It's my favorite. It is now my favorite version of the Odyssey. Like it's the best version of the Odyssey. It's the best way to experience that story. How was the Miku movie? It's so peak. It's so fucking good. Special thanks to my friend Radiant Blue Wolf who got me into it. He's a real one. gonna be a bit dangerous, my friend. Yeah, I kind of watched all of it again this morning. I've watched it like the entire thing like 3 times at this point. It's only like an hour long altogether, so it's a super easy watch. Remember them, the fire begins to fade. I added the entire thing to my Spotify playlist. Honestly, I've only really started getting into musicals in these last 2 years. Like, I remember I finally saw that, Les Mis. What was the other one? Oh, this was his Feeding Pen. That's cool. Fiddler on the Roof, Wicked. There's a bunch of really great musicals I've gotten into in the last few years. Rocky Horror Picture Show is one of my favorites. I remember showing that to chat. They really enjoyed that.
Now you die!
No, it's a 2v1. I don't know about this. I gotta get ready to retreat. God, their titties are huge. Let's finish her off. So when you get leveled up, you can start... well, let me look at my hands. Okay. Once you get leveled up enough, you can start doing strong attacks over and over again. Because early on, I'm trying to get as many attacks out as possible to level up. But once you get to a certain point, you can just start rattling off the strong attacks one after the other and just clear entire health bars. It was kind of meh. Okay, fair enough. Some of that problem because all the NPCs were being so mean, but now that I've watched you for a bit, I think I'm gonna... Oh, thank you! I appreciate it! I don't stream very often. I stream like once a week, but I hope to see you next week when, and for the rest of this stream. Gotcha. That means a lot to me. I really appreciate that. You just brightened up my day. Gotcha, buddy. Alright, you're done. Okay. I'll take your greaves though, because I have no armor on my legs at all. Got a belt, kite and war axe. Yeah, we'll hold off on that for now, I guess. I'll wait till I get some heavy armor. What do we got going on here? Traps. Alright, where's my probe? There we go. Now I gotta pick the lock. Yeah, once I get some unlocking spells, this will be way easier. Here we are, see? Now we have some books. Hell yeah, we'll read these when we'll read these next week. I'm gonna get a mod that adds voice acting to the books, so that next time we play this, you guys will be able to just listen to the books rather than me having to read them to you. But I'll still read some to you, you know. 36 level lessons of Vivec. Sermon 16. Oh, I'm better at using the axe now. Great, just what I needed. Moste. I'll grab the Moste. Chest is trapped. I just heard scratching at my door. That was strange. Alright. Lock level 5. Didn't it say it was trapped? Am I crazy? Oh no, that one's trapped. Before it was salt, now it's lockpicking. The salt. I do not believe we were going to have the salt grind again. We might have like the water walking grinds. There will be grinds, don't worry. There will be dumb shit that I do. Such as swimming into a wall grind. That will be a grind that happens, because that's how you upgrade your athletics. There are training tips. There's the aggroing every cliff racer in the zone so they kick my ass grind. Purely to level up my armor skill. Lock grinds. Ooh. Every day we're out here doing lock grinds. For those who don't know, when I played Daggerfall, I was leveling up my alteration, and I set up an auto clicker to cast spells, and so I was just casting the spell Smelling Salts thousands of times to level up my alteration, because it was the most effective way of doing it. Like, watching Epic has got me wanting to play, like, Hades and God of War again. Just, I've been on a Greek mythology kick ever since I watched it. Remember them. I mean, like, originally my favorite version of the Odyssey was the movie, like the old live-action film, which I recommend, that's good. And then there's O Brother Where Art Thou, which is Odyssey-influenced, but not quite the Odyssey. It takes a lot of influences from it, but it's very much its own thing. Like, specifically the best thing I can say about Epic as someone who's a fan of the original story, like, it fixes issues I had with the book, where I'm like, a good example, making Odysseus not constantly cheat on his wife goes a long way to you rooting for him, you know? The whole plot line about the whole concept of kindness versus cruelty being the focus rather than pride versus arrogance, like, makes it a lot more relatable. About how the gods have this belief that you have to be cruel because it's how they've made things. They're like, oh, that's the only way for things to work. That's just human nature. But it's like, motherfucker, you made the world the humans live in, you know? It's an interesting little comparison for, like, today's society. Just, I don't know, it's just, everything that's weak about the original text, the Epic, like, expands upon and improves. Everything with Polyphemus, like, the whole Polyphemus, like, I knew I was gonna love it when they got Polyphemus so right and so perfect, when they pulled in all the right influences and everything. Like, the animation I watched specifically had a lot of Berserk and Attack on Titan influences, where I'm like, yeah, this is it! It's that same vibe. You definitely should. It is amazing. It's my favorite musical. Like, it's #1 right now. It's beaten Les Mis. Hello. Okay, you're hostile. Okay. I was just like, hey, are you, like, a prisoner or something? A lot of smacking titties going on here. How was your stream, Alex? Oh, I smacked these elf's titties. No one warned you enough. Yeah, it's rough. Whole point of Berserk is that whole story is about trauma and people growing from it. It's rough. It's a horror comic. It's very good, though. One of my all-time favorites. Nobody. First pages. That, okay, you know what's crazy about that opening scene with Guts fucking the demon? People, that scene makes no sense once you read the rest of the story. Like, it doesn't make any sense for his character to be doing that. To the point where people, like Berserk scholars debate whether or not that opening scene is even canon. It's like, did that even happen? Did he do that? Because Guts is not someone who would do that. He's very shy. He's very much like... he's shy even in bed with a woman. I don't think he would be able to instantly have the confidence to bet a demon like that. It's not a demon, it's an apostle, but I mean, it's like... It's not it doesn't fit with his later characterization, especially after the Golden Age arc. But yeah, that is a tone setter. The Black Swordsman arc is good. It's just, it's so clearly a different story. Like, it's clearly like, this guy wanted to make like when you read the Black Swordsman arc, which is like the beginning of the manga before he goes back in time and does the Golden Age arc, it really feels like Kentaro Miura wanted to make his medieval fantasy Fist of the North Star meets Devilman. That's what it really feels like. It feels like medieval fantasy Fist of the North Star meets Devilman. And after the Golden Age arc and during, it just loses that almost instantaneously and becomes a very sweet, like I don't know, for lack of a better word, like borderline shoujo or yaoi manga involving like Game of Thrones-esque politics. Like the relationship between Guts and Griffith, like if you didn't know better, you'd assume they are going to fall in love and get married at the end. Like the way they behave towards one another and the feelings, the romantic feelings they clearly have for one another. Or at least Griffith for Guts, not so much Guts for Griffith, but like the love triangle between Guts, Griffith, and Casca is like, it's so different from the beginning. I just meant before I picked the book up. Oh yeah, no, it's the only manga I've ever seen aside from like Ghost in the Shell that has like the parental advisory sticker that's typically used for like albums, you know. But yeah, I could talk about Berserk. I just don't want to spoil it for no one. It's great. Genuinely one of the best fantasy stories ever told, and it's probably never going to be finished, but you should definitely read it because it probably influenced a bunch of what you love. Influenced Berserk, Doom, like the newer Doom, not old Doom, but like newer Doom, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Dragon's Dogma, Monster Hunter, Attack on Titan, Full Metal Alchemist, like everything. It is such an influential piece of fiction. Like it's Japan's Lord of the Rings is what I describe it as. Have I read Vinland Saga? No, but I've heard really good things about it. I'm waiting for it to wrap up. After experiencing the end of Game of Thrones, I tend not to start stories until they're finished. Ah, cool. Yeah, you can. It's typically like usually stocked in stores. It sells pretty great. It's just, I don't know. Like I genuinely don't know why it hasn't had like a proper anime adaptation like JoJo's. You know, if you were to ask me, hey Alex, how come there isn't like a 300 episode long Berserk anime that's true to the manga? I don't know. I genuinely don't know why there isn't. There should be. It also influenced Devil May Cry and Castlevania, yeah, a bunch of shit. But like, I'm genuinely like, I don't know. They should be. Like I can't think of a single reason why there wouldn't be. I think it's just it has a I think what it is it's just it has a history of failed adaptations, and so it's kind of like, you know what American thing has that problem? Blood Meridian. I think there's like. I think what happens is that when you try to adapt something, if that adaptation falls through, you're less likely to get it adapted later on. It's terrible. Yeah, both Devil May Cry animated series are fucking awful. I'm sad to say. But yeah, like I think it's the same problem Blood Meridian has. Like Blood Meridian, super popular, iconic Western novel, beloved by many, and it would clearly be very successful if it got a proper adaptation, and it never has, purely because past adaptations kept failing. And like they failed before they even came out, you know? Well, like the same thing happened to JoJo, you know? JoJo had a bunch of failed adaptations before we finally got the legit one, you know? Like, we had the old Phantom Blood movie, which never made it to market because the creator of JoJo had final say and he didn't like it. And then there was the two separate anime that was... what was it? Yeah, the two Stardust Crusaders anime that were made by Satoshi Kon. Both of those came off... Both of those, like... They did all of Stardust Crusaders, but that's all they did, you know? And then we had the David Productions anime, which is still going to this day. We're going to get Steel Ball Run soon, you know? And so it's like, it's crazy to me. I guess what it is it's people are afraid of failure. producers, big money folks, they're afraid of failure. And when failure happens, they don't feel the need to try again. Like if it's like, oh, that brand, that failed. How did it fail? Why did it fail? We don't care. Move on to the next thing, you know? And I think that's what happened to Berserk, is with Berserk, it's like that original 90s anime, it just couldn't pull in enough viewers. The animation studio didn't have enough money to keep the anime going, and yeah, it got fucking put on a shitty time slot because it couldn't bring in ratings. And then it stopped. And then there were the Golden Age arc movies, which got more expensive and less people watched them each time. Steel Ball Run's the all-time favorite. That's peak JoJo from what I hear. Like, for me, part 4 is peak JoJo, but for manga readers who have read all the way to the end, like, Steel Ball Run is peak JoJo. Sorry, the coffee's sitting on my stomach weird. Yeah, with Berserk, it's like, they just someone needs to do it and do it right. The 90s anime, I think, is the way to go. Focus less on flashy animation or you trying to simulate the battles and focus less on the intimate, and focus more on the intimate character moments and stuff, you know? Like, I showed this, I remember a couple of years back, I actually showed a bunch of people the 97 Berserk anime, and they really loved it. I mean, honestly, it's one of my favorite anime to, like, show people, because it's so unique, you know? It's got such an interesting vibe to it, and it's also just amazing. So yeah, you'll get to see some of the mod stuff showing up here, like these statues here. Restored cut content. We have a Lalu guard here.
Wealth beyond measure.
The helmets are open so you can see everyone's eyes. We have this building in the corner here.
Your turn to talk. Ours to
Listen. Pawnbroker. No, wait, wasn't there like a bank here? Didn't I put a bank here? There it is, Bank of Vardenfell. Bank is closed. Shit. But yeah, there's a bank now, so I believe, if I remember correctly. Okay, gold doesn't have weight, but you can like put your money in an account and have it accrue interest. That sort of thing. That's hilarious. This is Morrowind Rebirth? I don't know, actually. It might be. I have so many mods installed on here that I couldn't tell you. I'd have to look at the load order. We have the Armorer, we have the Temple over there. Fighters Guild. So we're going to join both the Fighters and the Mages Guild. We're not going to be doing anything with the Fighters Guild for the time being. We will only be joining the Fighters Guild to have a bed to sleep in. What the hell was that name? I'm going to try and install some mods. I'm going to try and install like the Tamriel rebuilt stuff and all that while I'm away.
What's your story?
I don't know, lady. But I'm going to go get a job here at the Fighters Guild so I have a bed to sleep in. And then from there we'll go do the Mages Guild. Hello. Let me in. Sign me up. Goodbye. I want to do both the Thieves and the Fighters Guild, so I'm going to have to figure out a way. I'm going to have to read a guide on how to do them both at the same time, because those interconnect. Alright, we're going to rest until we're healed, and then we're going to call it here. Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. You guys have been grand. You guys have been great company. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate all of you. If you're new here and you enjoyed the stream, be sure to follow. If you haven't done so yet. If you want to join the community and hang out with folks, be sure to join the Discord down below. If you're on the Twitch, I can link it right here in chat. Well, yeah, there you go. You can join our Discord that way. If it's Rebirth, TR doesn't work well with Rebirth. All right, I will keep an eye out for that. If it's a problem, I'll work around it. Yep, join the Discord if you haven't done so yet. And if you want to support the stream and help it grow and help us achieve our goal of, well, we don't really have any sub goals right now, but we're trying to build up subscribers. So if you enjoyed the stream and want to support me, feel free to subscribe. Anyways, thank you all for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Take care, everyone. Okay.
Show me how to lie your